well, I believe we're coming online here. Slowly but surely. Let me check something here. Alright. And our players. Where are our players? But we're down one tonight. We're sad. Very sad. Thanks, Beck. Got a couple other ones I'll showcase here in a little bit, and the way that they booted up. But we were missing our, she was Wix, Eowyn. What is her name again? I forgot. I don't.
Marine.
Thank you. Sorry. Yeah. So she unfortunately got sidetracked. Flat tire got her. We'll have to make it up to her. So, because she was thoroughly enjoying the game. But we have everybody else, folks. Welcome to Act 3, the finale of Chariot of the Gods from the Alien RPG by Free League Publishing. And we are here with the 20 Signs to Every Story crew who it just felt like they needed some abuse. They didn't get enough from Alex, so they came over here, and we brought him along too, and his abuse is forthcoming. But yes, we are ready to start with Act 3. I want to, like I said, welcome everybody. We've got plenty going on here. This, like I said, is the final act for this series. We're actually going to run this again. Not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after that. The Thursday crew last night finalized and got done with Waterdeep Dragon Heist. And so we are, a great group of guys, and they were fairly new to the channel, so we decided, you know what, why not just send them out with a blaze of glory and let them run aliens. Yes, why not? Totally different. And I allowed, thank you very much for the cheers there. Thank you. So anyway, with that being said, we'll talk about our schedule and other stuff upcoming later on in the show here, but let's do our introductions for the crew. Who's alive, who's not alive, who's maybe partially alive, and maybe not even a real person at all, which was shown last week. Oh my God. So Lauren, you're up first. Say hello to everybody, please.
All right. Hi, I'm Lauren, and I'm playing Captain Miller, who at this point is a little bit infected by the vaccination that turned out not be so great. So that's where I am. I think I was just shot too. Things are not looking well for me.
You were shot. You've got a splitting headache, truly splitting, and all of this group is actually locked in the bridge at the moment, while another group of individuals has scampered off. Our android, say hi to everybody.
Hi, my name is Leah Davis, and I am an android that was sent to investigate this ship, and I have found some things that I will now do things about.
Gonna show them. All right, Cham, Scott, say hello.
How y'all doing? I was fairly separated from the party, doing the real work, getting the ship to run, come back to kind of celebrate with my, crew family. One of them's an android, one of them's screaming. I just went for coffee. Then Wilson said we're leaving. I'm okay with that.
And the leader of this merry group that's over here on our channel, the man himself, with new glasses. He's over there sporting.
With new glasses.
That's right, Alex.
Yes. So I'm Alex. I'm playing John Wilson. I am in middle management for the company Wayland Yutani, and I've been with this crew trying to nickel and dime every penny that I could to save the company some money and maybe earn myself a bonus. But all of that is in jeopardy now as the crew caught on to my schemes. I was trying to take some of the vials of neomorphic material from the science bay And luckily, I was sort of rescued by the intervention of my my coworker, fellow member of Wayland Yutani, who locked everybody in the bridge. And you know, I came to really enjoy a lot of the members of the crew, including Cham. So I'm taking Cham along with me, notably because I have no skills, and I'm gonna need him to get the ship online. So that's where we're at.
Tell us and tell people about the channel. What's coming up? What's going on over on 20 Sides to Every Story, please.
So yes, so twitch.tv/20SidesToEveryStory. That's where the four of us play quite frequently. The next thing that we have going on is actually going to be Sunday morning. Corey Gonzalez, who's over there on the other side of the world with Cham. He's going to be running through some of the Adventurers League Eberron content. So we're currently on the second module of the most current season of Eberron. We've got a couple of different things going on. Monday nights at 7 p.m. We've got an Eberron game that is being run by Winston. Tuesdays, the infamous Zombie Joe has been running a homebrew zombie campaign, and sporadically I've been running a lot of stuff from the Isle of Dread for our subscribers and our patrons. So we got one of these coming up this Thursday at 7 p.m.
Very nice, very nice. And I see that Winston's on here. Winston, please I apologize as I beat up your wife a little tonight. I just put two and two together. I hadn't made that correlation yet, okay? And so now then I saw the name, I said, oh no. So just let you know, when she gets mad, she'll take it out on you. Sorry. But with that being said, yes, a recap of what has happened with this ragtag group. The original crew was sent, believe they were on a transport mission to an outer colony area to, well, she's prettier, Winston, sorry, to transport some helium-3 to an outpost, and when they woke up expecting to be outside, pulling into the outpost area and all that to dock or to get rid of their cargo, there was nowhere to be seen. They were somewhere else, and then begin to find out that they had been rerouted to a distress beacon of a ship that had been lost, the USCSS Cronus, yeah. That had been lost in deep space over 75 years ago. And so they were woken up and told to investigate and salvage all they could. And they did board the ship, only to discover that something bad had happened on this ship. And as they dig deeper and deeper, they begin to find dead people, burnt people, life forms that they hadn't seen before, running amok, trying to kill them, and then the ship basically then all of a sudden begin to react to something, somehow, some way coming to life, even though they hadn't pushed any buttons. Apparently, maybe they hadn't pushed any buttons, and the crew of the Kronos, those who were left alive, were woken up. And more mayhem ensued because they believed they had been inoculated from a disease, an alien, basically infestation, and unfortunately that would be incorrect. You know how it goes. And so the crew is fighting that. One of the crew members from the Cronus basically head exploded, and out popped a new life form, and has run off in the ship somewhere. They also know that they have what looked to be some crew member that was deformed, basically had become what's called an abomination. Basically, they've locked it in the server room, actually the relay room for the engine area and all that, the reactor room. Sorry, thinking big words there. So they know that's there, and they're fighting, and revelation that yes, their pilot from the from the Montero, who's over here, actually ended up turning out to be an alien. I mean, not an alien, an android. And yeah, so big surprise. So that's going on, and we have a group, like I said, locked up on the bridge. The other group of the company agents and Cham are down in the another section of the ship plotting something, and we last left it in that the arguing, and Captain Miller was beginning to scream and act violent to everybody in the bridge. The ship began to make another course correction, and Mother started acting, coming to life, and the readout showed that the ship had been redirected to Earth. And for good or for bad, depending on your perspective, who you are, that is where the ship has been directed to, and that is where we pick up the action. And we'll start in the bridge area that Miller began to scream out, violent, reacting, jumped the poor medic is that by the door, and he was able to get out of the way. That was then when Valerie Reed, the feisty ex-Space Marine, blasted Miller, put a couple of shells in her, and everybody's screaming. The ever so smooth android thought maybe for a brief second, just turn on the flamethrower, just flame the whole bridge and just burn them all, but thought better, because he's still maybe he likes the crew, maybe he doesn't. We're about to find out. And the Wicks Johns, who our other player was going to play, who she was going to play, he's over there. He's kind of leaning up against the console, and his head's hurting too. He begins to notice that he's got a headache. That is where we'll pick up the action. How about it, folks? Take off. Enjoy. We'll start with Miller. Miller, how you feeling?
Not great. Not great. So, yeah.
Yes. What are you going to do?
Well, I think I've just been shot, and I'm now right by my friend, Davis, who just told me, oh, we're not friends, and I'm not in a position to be reasonable right now. So, I'm kind of screaming, kind of cussing, and kind of attacking Davis right now at the moment.
Oops.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a video feed from where I'm at that I can watch this? It sounds like
Bridge fights on demand.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I'm going after Davis right now.
And I'm going to try and fight back.
All right. So, do I just roll it
you
into
just,
the chat?
if you're going to strike Davis, it's a close combat, yeah? You just swing.
All right. Looks like there's a panic there.
Uh-oh, let me see. I'm getting ready to... yeah, you were just... Yeah, you're melting, having a meltdown.
I am. I pushed the panic button. All right, so I'm screaming.
Still more screaming. Mm-hmm.
There's lots of screaming going on, yeah. So y'all have to do a panic roll.
The who's really left? Well, actually, unfortunately, everybody in here is NPC based, so they are they're screaming at the door. Flynn is banging, let him, let me out of this, let me out. Reed backs up and she says, she yells for Johns to, do you have, where's your key? Get the key, man. Open up the door. And he basically has got his head down, pounding, just holding himself on the console there, and he basically turns up and looks at Reed, and there's just blood coming out of his eye sockets, and he's just, just eyeballs are just kind of blank, missing there, and there's just this blood coming down, and he lunges, just what we all wished for, at Reed. And
screaming intensifies.
Close combat. Oh, connects with Reed on a punch. So that's an unarmed attack. She does not have any armor. She doesn't have any armor. So she is going to... He just clocks her across the face. Nails her once. Current HP is a lock there. That's a 1. She, pulling back in shock and all that, just once again, instinctively, pulls the pump action on the shotgun, and...
Those things never work.
Yeah. Let's see if hers with the +2, and come here. It is all right, where's her ranged attack? Oh wow, it didn't go off. Look at that. See, you jinxed her, and you're hearing that through the intercom there, and it never works. And she
unreliable.
It never malfunctions. All right, Davis.
So everybody's screaming around me, and I'm just stone cold face, not reacting at all. And I'm just going to reach towards Miller and try and snap her neck.
That's close combat maneuver. Yeah.
Sorry, Vanessa.
That would be another point of another wound to Miller. What has Miller got left? 1 hit point left? Looks like. Wait. I thought you took...
Your mic's down. Lauren, we can't hear you.
Yeah.
I think I had 3 before.
Yeah. So
I think that's max. I think that's the max.
You hit the you should turn it from there. Exactly what happens. No, it's the other way. So the black means they're filled out. So you go and then boom. Yes. Okay. There's your action, Miller.
Yeah.
Miller goes berserk. Yes.
Yeah.
So
I'm
swing. You basically now you have a gun too. Don't forget.
I do have a gun. So do I still have enough, executive functioning to pull a trigger?
That is your decision.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start shooting wildly. So, I guess I'm taking a shot at. I'll take a shot at David.
Yep. It's your ranged combat.
Okay. More panic.
More panic. Yeah, as you're breaking. Yeah, so okay, you're still.
So I have to.
You're just in berserk. Yeah, that's.
So I'm attacking. Still Davis, I guess.
You're still on Davis. The gun. Yeah. So you're swinging wildly. That's what it is. You must immediately. So that you got a part of your turn. Davis, you can react again before I'll handle. Because you're really you're the two of you, unfortunately, the only live players in here, so I'm letting y'all have fun with combat. The NPCs I'll handle. Yeah.
I'm going to attempt. So I see Vanessa pull out a gun and just fail to use it and basically just start throwing punches. I'm assuming that gun is still in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
She never got that far. I want
Yeah.
to turn her wrist and then pull the trigger while it's facing her.
Well, that's interesting. So, let's see, folks. That could be that would be just strength on strength. How about that? So you both have strength die. You just grab, and
Where is it? The strength?
it's in the middle of you. It's so when you're in the.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
The 4. Yeah. Gotcha.
Look at all the. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, you can't push roll, so she's flailing about. Unfortunately, Davis,
That's fine.
and so, and she's just that's the panic rolls I'm not worried about. This was just a strength on strength.
All right.
We already know you're panicked, and
Yeah.
So once again, Wix, begins. He is standing up, and he's just and you see his neck kind of droops a little bit. His head kind of droops as his skin is kind of melting. It looks like pulling apart, and he once again tries to swipe at Reed. Hit Reed again. Wow. Reed takes another point of that. Oh, don't. Reed is alright, and Reed turns the favor by pulling the trigger. Wham, bam, bam! That is, so it's success with and so gets Wix, and Wix takes 3 points of damage. 3, 4. Well, NPCs, I'm basically just levels and cuts Wix in half, basically, with the shotgun blast. There's 2 parts of him now, all over the Star Marine, the sensor station there. There's 2 parts of him and lots of internal stuff all over the station.
It's a nice
Boom.
pop of color. It was a bit drab in here.
Mm-hmm. New decorations. All right. Davis.
Well, seeing that this all isn't working, I'm going to attempt to just wrestle Vanessa, knock her over. I'm gonna try to sweep the leg and then do the whole straddle and just start
All right, Johnny.
bashing in her face.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that's gonna be.
Close combat is all it is, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Come on, cooperate. Oh, would you do that?
Alrighty. Okay. So you've got the damage, another 2 points of damage. Hits Miller.
I'm negative damage now.
You
So
basically, so you're going to you go to the tables for me, please.
All right.
And you're going to roll the critical injuries.
Okay.
You'll open up that
Critical-
table.
Just critical injuries, not any of the.
No,
anything
because
else?
you're human. Yeah, that's just critical. That's just you just the critical injuries. Just
All right.
pierced. Okay, the first one. There it is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's
so
exactly what I was doing.
you can explain what you do to her there, Davis.
So everybody's seen that scene in some form of movie where, someone is just straddling over a person and just beating their face in. Well, I don't stop until I hit the back of her skull.
It just becomes mush.
How to win friends and influence people.
Yeah, that did, dog. Yeah, she's got the extra strength. Yep. Okay. Yes, as Davis, the droid, just pulverizes and pulverizes and pulverizes until there's nothing left of Miller. Miller is no longer with us now. So,
and I take her gun.
Okay, hold on.
Smart move.
So Miller. Come here, characters. I take the inventory, and there is a pistol. I put it in the party sheet. All right, so Miller has passed and no longer with us. So that means, Lauren, you can grab your other PC here in a little bit.
Okay.
So,
Do you want me to go ahead and put them up now? Or?
You can wait, y'all. We want the surprise. We'll let it hold. Okay. See. So now, while that combat is being handled there, we have our two company men and woman, moving this way. What's happening in there, Wilson? What the hell's going on?
Well, I want to maybe ask the company, the other, Miss Clayton, that very question. Ma'am? Miss?
Ma'am? God, you gotta grow a pair, man. What do you? And she's bitching because you grabbed the, unfortunately, grabbed Cham. I don't need no roughneck. He does us no good. God.
He's got a lot of skills. You're just like me. I know it. I know you probably. We end up where we are because of our, lack of any quantifiable skills.
It's the hiring process must just be for shit now at the company. Listen to me.
Okay.
You two, get down.
That's hurtful talk.
Deal with it. Listen to me. You want out of this? I am your only hope. Because trust me when I say I've got a way off of this fucking ship. You two get down to the reactor room. I don't care what the hell is down there. Flip the internal power relay to the corporate suites. Make sure that relay's on and power's in there. And get back to the corporate suites as soon as you can. Both of you hightail down there. Meet me back here as soon as you get it done. But I need those relays turned on and full power restored back to my quarters. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not...
What the hell are you going to do?
I'm getting to my quarters. I've got some stuff that I've got to pull out of my safe. The money's there, and I've got some other things that I'll... Trust me when I say it's the only way to do this. Get that relay turned on. Now go.
All right. We'll start heading down.
Does she walk away from us, or does she wait for us?
She's moving, and she's done, and she gets to the door, and she turns and goes, "What'd you say?"
Huh?
And she just walks out, and you see her. She see her move out, and she's headed. You hear her banging around, and she disappears out of view.
Mr. Wilson, I don't like her.
Me either. I'm pretty sure that as soon as we power that thing on, she's gonna fuck right out of here. That's what I would do if I were her.
I think she's probably got the right idea for what we need to do, but we shouldn't do it for her.
Yeah. Should we jump her?
Hey now.
I think we still need to probably do all those things she said, or else if that's what she needs to escape and get out of here, that's what we need to do to escape and get out of here. I just don't know how we cut her off once we do it. I mean, I could probably route whatever she wants routed from the corporate suite to somewhere else.
My worry is that if we do that, there's a lot of distance between there and the corporate suite.
Well, is there another place we could put this control that's not the corporate suite? Some place you know about?
I think all the other escape pods have been jettisoned. The only other thing would be if we could power the ship, but there's a big question mark looming over what's going on there on the bridge.
Now, what's this power? What's this we're gonna do down there? She wants it for what reason? If you had us do this in a corporate street, what could you do?
Well, she's got a private escape pod. Is that right, Duff? Is that what? I think that's what she said.
Si, senor.
I think she's aiming to skedaddle out and out of here.
The escape
Duff,
pod.
do we know? Is there even would there even be room for 3 of us on that pod? Yeah. Let's get her. But the problem is, look, Cham, I got the shotgun. You see, I'm just a weenie out there. I'm really no good.
A weenie.
I'm gonna need your help.
I think together we can
Points
fix
for
that.
honesty.
I'm very self-aware.
Oh,
Do you
that's
think any of the
funny.
rest of our crew is gonna make it?
No. I would say no.
Maybe
I give
Miller
a 2%
looked like-
chance.
I kind of turned my back on Miller when he turned his back on when she turned her back on Rye.
Get my head smashed in.
Would Cham
Oh.
have heard that through the intercom? Just wet sounds.
Mhm.
No.
None of y'all ever turned them off. Y'all never said y'all were going dark on them, anything like that. So Cham would have heard the cracking of the skull. Squishy, squishy.
I think it's just you and me now, Mr. Wilson.
I think so.
I don't know what good putting any power into the corporate suite is, except for her benefit. What does that do for us?
That's what that's what I'm saying. I think we need to get out of here, one way or another.
I think we ought to turn right around and go into that corporate suite.
I agree.
I don't like her being apart from us setting something up.
Before we go in
You
there,
don't mind me saying, she's got no respect for you.
none at all. I even called her ma'am. I thought that would have gotten me some points. I guess that's what you're not supposed to say, huh?
I
don't know, sir.
Can you help me load this thing before we go in there? I think I might be able to figure out how to use it between there, here and out, and there, maybe.
I hope so. Just make sure you're in front of me when you pull that trigger. They kind of scatter.
Okay. This is all good information. So I think we're gonna make our way to the corporate suite to confront Clayton.
Yeah.
Y'all can make your way. All right. Y'all go head to the door. Cham, you move in with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
To get back on the right map.
Here, make sure everybody's on the map. Should be on the right one. And you go into the corporate suite. You know where it is, Miller. I don't think y'all been in there yet. I don't think.
I have been.
Okay, so it's still saying she's not in there. When you look first, she's not there. And
Is that
you
a closet?
you look around and all that, and you don't. The closet door's open. You don't see any movement, and then you hear from behind you down the hallway. You see her standing. You say, "What the? I told you!" And you see she has got in her hand a Arma M41A pulse rifle. I told y'all to go turn on the relays. And she basically pulls back on that action and begins to pull. she's basically raising the gun toward y'all.
Dive into the corporate suite. Dragging Wilson with me. She's crazy.
We just had some questions about what it was, what button you wanted us to push.
And she just starts walking. You see her moving this way. She's just like, I am tired of not being listened to. I'm tired of you men with balls telling a woman I am sick and tired. And she just goes, she just pulls the trigger and just reams of 10, 15 just bullets, just rips through the hallway into the ceiling and all that. And now I only see Cham in the corporate suite. Now, did you push Wilson out there?
I tried to drag Wilson with me. How I did a dive and grab and pull.
I know. I'm just teasing. Maybe you kicked him in the door. Let him occupy her for a while you shut the door. And she comes.
Wilson's my people.
She is. But you see her now when she pulls the trigger like that and unleashes some of the magazine, that incites a panic roll from the both of y'all.
What doesn't?
Yeah, at this point, literally anything is a panic roll.
Yes, okay. So Wilson screams out some more.
He really is a weenie.
Ah!
Oh, that's your scream? Is that all we get, Alex? Really?
Yeah, that's the weenie scream.
Will I make a secondary panic roll on top of that one?
Yeah, you're fine. No, your scream was making an immediate panic roll. No, you're fine. It just, his screams, slow reaction. Your slash levels decrease by 1, but every friendly character who hears you must make an immediate panic roll. No, you got the panic roll that was going on already, so you're good.
Right.
And y'all, did we shut the door or did you leave it wide open for her to come?
I think as soon as she pops into sight, I'm going to try and plug her. She shot at me. She don't get you back.
Somewhat. Yeah, she basically just kind of pulled the trigger and just kind of sprayed the hallway, just ripping something, filling the hallway full of lead. But yeah, if you left the door open, she comes around, and she's got this. You notice that other than she's got she's biting her lip and menace, and you can see that her teeth are they've actually pierced her gums. She's and blood is kind of seeping out of the corners of her mouth, and she just, I'm sick and tired of this. And she, there's this a guttural, growl coming from her that is inhuman. She lowers this gun. You can take a shot at her if you'd like.
This is solidifying my opinion about I would want to shoot her.
You may go right ahead.
I was just trying to remember. Is it
so
with the weapon
you
I
have
have,
the shotgun?
Close combat.
Yeah, it's close. It's ranged. So
with the flame thing or whatever it is.
Oh, I thought you were doing the. I thought you took the shotgun.
He has the shotgun. I still got my cutting torch.
But did we run out? Hold on. You've used that a few times, my friend.
Yeah.
I believe you are out of ammo.
Well, then I guess I have the bolt gun, which I'm also carrying.
Okay. Now the bolt gun is ranged combat. Yes. And so it's a ranged weapon, and it's a construction tool, basically. Yeah. And so I can tell you what happened in the first game when this was used as a weapon after you fire it. So you basically now you have a ranged combat roll.
All right, let's see how this goes. Hope you got my play, Wilson.
Now you may push it, Cham, for a point of stress.
I think I will
Push it.
Push. So I push that just by rolling it again?
No, you got to add a point of stress,
Okay.
and then you can push it. Oh no! Here it goes! Here it goes! Oh no! Roll that panic roll. Freeze. Okay.
That's not a good one.
All right. It's okay. He just freezes there for a moment. Wilson.
Wilson's got my back.
Yeah, I got the gun, and I'm just like, the fuck, man.
Okay, so you've got the shotgun, so you'll do a ranged combat roll.
Both of those are good.
Yeah, unfortunately, that old face hugger puts a dent in things. The shotgun goes off though, so you got enough there. But you need to still give me a panic roll though. There, yeah, keeping it together. There you go. Okay, so you blast Clayton because we're having fun with this, and Clayton. That's going to be a success with 2 pops. She has got. Okay, that's going to cut. Yeah. All right. So she takes the brunt of it. And you take her off at about the shoulder. The blast hits her air and cuts most of her head off of her neck and all that. It maybe part of it's attached and just kind of flips back and flies across the hall into the bulkhead here. There's a comm station right here. She just basically flies into it, and the issue is though. Okay, so the gun drops. The pulse rifle drops to the ground as she tried to pull off a round and was unable to. Leveled into the doorway there. You bastards! You know, in her dying breath. You killed her.
She's mad at us.
Did you see that, Cam? Did you see that? Oh my god!
That was good, Mr. Wilson. That was really good.
Hey, sweet gun. You could use that now.
Yeah, hold on a sec. I will give you a pulse rifle. Yeah, and let's see. Armory pulse rifle. Boom. Okay. In the party sheet.
Cham, if anyone asked, though, I'd be okay with you taking the credit for that. My liability insurance premiums are high enough as it is.
Okay.
That's what you want.
Go ahead. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
That's what you want, Mr. Wilson. I'll do that. I'm just glad you took her out. She was not on our side.
As that
I think she was right about that.
Now, Ava in the bridge area, Ava, kind of collectively moves over here, looking at Davis for a moment, seeing that there's, you've got a little. I think you took a wound or two, correct? Yeah, you did. So
yeah.
You've got. She goes, "You are damaged too," and then she walks over here to Wick's body, grabs his key, in a pocket has a card key, and she moves over here and swipes it in the door to open up the door. And open up. As she does that, all of y'all hear basically metal on metal, a something. And you hear some, vibrating through the hull of the ship, but it's coming from the docking mechanism up above y'all. And you hear, basically it's just large sounds of metal on metal, just 2 big bulkheads just slammed into each other. And it vibrates the whole ship. What do you do?
So, what is above us like in deck B or on deck A or outside the ship?
That sounded like it was something outside the ship. It sounded like you hit something. Something hit you. And you then heard some mechanism, some, some mechanical tomfoolery going on up above you.
We're all hearing this, or just them and
Everybody heard that. The whole ship shook when it happened. Not a violent shake. It was just like, something went bam, and then you're bam. Yeah.
That sounds like someone coming to rescue us.
I really appreciate your optimism, but I think we need to get power to that escape pod.
I am going to, without acknowledging anyone else on the bridge, I'm just going to calmly walk out of the bridge and start heading towards Junction B1.
Okay. Lauren, you're up. You may
Hi.
disengage Miller. You might, yeah, so take control.
Of my new character?
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Alright, so what's gonna happen, y'all?
I got
And
a wardrobe change.
that's right. So let me put, now what's gonna have, y'all don't know it though. And we have got Beaujolais, unfortunately. One second, I'm getting something set here now. And there's the last one. All right, and as you're moving out the door, Davis, Reed, she goes, can't have some other douchebag trying to get into my ship. Someone's docking. She goes, that's exactly what it was. And she says, she says, I'm following you. I want to see who this is. And y'all, when you open up the door, go through into the Junction B area, you hear some voices up above going, yeah, watch out, man that ladder and all that. Make sure nobody comes up here while we get this airlock battened down properly. You hear someone barking some orders.
I march right into Junction B1 and start to head down.
Down,
Deck
well,
C.
To deck C. Okay.
Yes. I'm going away from the noise.
Captain, there's someone there moving. That's his Pinion yelling to Beaujolais, Captain Beaujolais, someone's moving down the ladder. Lauren, that's you.
So I'm coming down the ladder. Alright, so I'm coming down the ladder, pistol in hand, and I'm gonna hit right about here, right in the stairwell, and so at this point I can't see anyone, right?
Well, what I'm doing, let me give you the map. So what we have is you and your crew are in the air dock coming into deck A, into the Junction A, and Pinion yells to you, Cap, there's someone moving down, going down the ladder into the next level.
Alright, I want you to stay on him, and be careful. Something's odd on this ship.
Trust me, I'll kill anything that crosses my path. And she's saying that, and y'all kind of hear it, and Reed goes, over my dead body, bitch! And Reed jumps in here and she lays a couple of rounds up the junction up towards y'all, spraying the area with buckshot and all that.
Fuck, someone's shooting at. All right. What's going on in this ship?
A lot of gunfire, Mr. Wilson.
Y'all, yeah, so, Cham, you might actually, y'all got your suits on, so with Davis, you hear kabam, kabam, and Pinion, y'all don't know who that is, but Pinion where is Pinion? She's got a pulse rifle, so she lets out a, few half a dozen rounds down into the hill. And
this isn't like firing a gun on an airplane. It's not like we have to worry about these rounds puncturing the shell and.
Not unless they were directly toward the bulkhead and all that. But they could definitely do some damage in here. But there's plenty of space between you and the outer bulkheads. If it was true armor piercing, then you might have a problem, or your bolt gun would have a problem, on the outer head because it could probably pierce it. Now, what are you two doing? Y'all are sitting there looking at Clayton body, who's just kind of percolating all over the comm relays and all that.
What do you say, Cham? Do we head down? Do we get power to this pod?
It should, but is there anything useful in this room that you can think of? I mean, she said we were supposed to come back here. Maybe there's something said. I don't think we need money or whatever, but.
I don't know. I say we search it when we come back.
All right, let's go down.
That gunfire out there is making me nervous. So I think we're going to try to make our way back to the stairwell.
Okay.
And head down.
Y'all can make your way to the stairwell, head down. Davis, you headed down to deck C.
Correct.
All right, 1 second. Oh, no, in Junction C, sorry. You got a zone, or where are you moving to? What is your next step?
I'm just going to start making my way out to the rear of the ship.
Okay. So are you moving that way?
Trying to head for the reactor.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you know? And so you're moving down that way. We've got Cham and Wilson. They're in the stairwell, beginning to head down. Davis, you're headed toward the reactor. So are you going to take the left catwalk or the right catwalk? Which catwalk are you going to do there, buddy?
I'm going to go ahead and take the right one.
Okay. So you're moving down you're moving your way. Cham, and what you don't know though is that
also at this point, as I'm moving, I'm ripping out the mic from my headset, and I'll just toss it over the side of the catwalk into deck B.
Yeah, you just chunk your helmet. Yeah, either way. Okay, yeah. Okay. So you're moving that way. Cham and Wilson, you have made it down the stairwell and can head on out. I'll give you all the map, sorry. Okay.
All right. So I think she was telling us our work that we had to do would be down in the reactor.
Yeah, she wanted you to get on there to throw some relays to get full power to the corporate suite.
All right. Oh, hey. There's a guy that we know.
Well, so what y'all are going to do, you're going to come around the corner and you're seeing Davis making her way at the end of the catwalk there, getting ready to go through the door. What do?
We move quietly.
I think so. She seems very dangerous.
Can I make an observation roll to see if I noticed them? Would I have heard them come through?
They just come around the corner, so you were ahead. Basically, the timing by the time they come around the door, you're getting ready to go through the door.
Okay.
So, yeah. So if they don't say anything, then you basically would.
I'm going to just go ahead and move through the next
You can move
door.
to the next zone. Yeah, you can move through. You
Yeah.
basically hit the door, and you
And
move
I'm
into
going
the.
to make sure I close it behind me.
Okay, well, you turn, and you see the two of them coming through the door as you turn to shut the door.
Oh,
What do y'all do?
Hey, buddy.
good.
Where are you going?
So, Wilson, you're standing in front of Cham?
I am.
Good. I'm going to go ahead and pull out that pistol, and I'm going to aim it down the hallway right at Wilson's, right between his eyes.
Okay, now the pistol, make sure I'm trying to remember it is a medium range. Okay, so it would be able to fire down the hallway. And
Range combat roll?
It's just a range combat, yep. Yep. Oh boy. So, alright, so it's success with a raise. That is a hit with a raise or another hit. Now, Wilson, you've got your suit on.
Yeah.
So
I've
you
also got a special ability.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What's his special?
Can I use
ability?
a story point, Duff?
Hold on. You may use a story point to add a success to that, yes.
Yes.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Sorry, Miller. Miller, what are you doing to me now here? What are you saying personal? Yeah.
I'll use it.
Oh, my God.
Sorry,
Okay.
Cham.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Alrighty, so Wilson has something called personal safety. The interest of the company always. You know what? I'm going to let you read this, Alex. Please read them what personal safety is.
This doesn't sound good.
Where on my character sheet do I? Well, I see the
So you're going to
description
go to
of it.
the.
I was just going off of memory.
It's special tab. The special tab.
Okay.
And then click on the alien figure next to personal safety. It'll bring up the info.
Oh, okay. So, yes, the interests of the company always come first, obviously, no matter what. Because I represent the company, that means that my own safety is paramount, and other crew members are expendable. So if I'm attacked or end up in fatal danger, and I've got a friendly NPC or PC near me, and they're within short range, I can make a manipulation roll.
With no opposition.
And with no opposition, if I succeed, I see the threat coming and find a clever way to make the other character suffer the attack or hazard instead of me. So
There's still a chance.
there's still a chance.
What you're saying is there's still a chance.
There's still a chance. So, you basically. Oh my God! Oh no!
I just dive into the ground.
That is a success with 3 raises there. Oh, so what do you manipulate Cham to do? What do you say?
Oh, okay. Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Well, let's finish. You just got us both out of the way.
I'm going to urge him. I'm like, Cham, you're the better fighter. You got the better weapon too. It's your turn. I did a lot of heavy lifting on that last one, so.
So, Cham, he maneuvers and acts or in some form or fashion. He basically gets you in front of him as the trigger is pulled from Davis's pistol and shots ring out, and you are struck. We did it with the raise, so and you, Davis, and so you can use it. You have 3. All of y'all have the 3 story points, so success. You can use as many as you want.
I'm just going to use the 1, and
Okay.
I don't know if you can use them to like flavor something.
Well,
But-
you decided you added success to it, so basically it's just you're basically showing off, or you add extra damage, and so in your I'm assuming you would just use extra damage, extra wounds.
Would that extra damage mean I fire multiple shots? Because the goal is just to place the perfect 1 shot. Because I want to try and conserve ammo.
Yeah. A kill like that, that's not how you're basically just taking their life points, and what happens is that you knock them down enough, then their critical injury rolls take over, and that's when the flavor comes in. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Now, so you did that with the raise, so that was 3. So the pistol does damage 1, 2, so it's 3 damage right now to Cham. Cham, you have on your suit.
Yeah.
So you're going to go down to your inventory tab, and you'll go down there and grab that 2 rating, because you're going to see if the suit will absorb any of it. Okay, so it does not. Now you have story points too, and so
Right.
you may use the story point to give yourself a success. You have,
Which I think I would definitely need to, because 3 points, and I've only got 2.
That's right. So you have 3 to use no matter what. So you can use as many as you want here. Right now you've
I
taken
need to
3.
use it.
You've taken 3 wounds. You've taken
I
the
need to use at
wound.
least 2 to have a point left.
That's up to you, sir. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm going to use 2 so that I have only taken 1 point. Damn.
You only took 1 point of damage. Okay. So then you, on your character sheet, you would add. Yeah, you got 1 wound left. Your stress went up. Yep. And there you go. Nicely played. What do you do about it though, Cham?
Well, I'm not going to hold this against Wilson. That's just that's expected. But I'm going to try and let loose a round off at my attacker.
Okay.
That's
So
going to be ranged combat.
yeah, I'm just trying to see. Hold on 1 second. You've got the pole. You got the pulse rifle. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can fire. Oh boy.
Oh.
Oh boy. Give me that panic roll. Oh my god.
Who the nearest person is?
Here we go.
Oh.
I love this. I love this.
He turns the gun on Wilson.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer person.
You must immediately attack the nearest person or creature, friendly or not. Okay, so
So close combat roll.
no,
because I'm right next to
it's
him?
ranged. I think the issue with the gun though, it's a long range weapon. I thought it took a penalty if you use it in short range. I'm trying to remember.
I would just swing it and try and hit him with it.
Well, you could use the close combat maneuver. Then yes, certainly you could do that.
Yeah, I think I'll just try
That's
that.
Okay, all right,
He's right there next to me.
that's perfectly acceptable.
I
Oh,
love
This is a very
love
good
this.
roll.
What now, Alex?
Oh, I was just commenting. It's a very good roll.
Very good roll. So you have your suit on, and you can take some take some of the damage. You're going to need to roll yours, and then but don't forget, you also have story points. All of y'all have 3.
What do I have to do here?
Okay, so go
for
to
the
your
armor?
go to your inventory tab.
Okay.
scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says compression suit and grab the rating 2. That'll grab 2 dice and throw them in the chat. Okay. Okay, so you absorbed 1. So there's 3 raises there. So right now,
So if I use my 2 story points, then
you have 3. So you can use
I
up
have
to
3. Okay.
So you could absorb it all if you want, or take a wound. It depends on whatever you want to dish out. You've got 2 hit points only.
Yeah. So I've got the 1 raise there. So am I understanding correctly? If I use 2 story points here, I would
Just have 1 wound.
Oh, I'd still have 1 wound then.
Yeah. So he got the hit. So that's success. So there's 3 raises there. So you took off 1 of the. Oh, actually, you would take. You succeeded taking out 1 of the points. So, you would still. You got 4 total. Yeah. So you'd have to use 2 or 3 of them to either. If you used all 3, nothing happens. If you use 1 of them,
I'll do that.
You gonna take them all? Okay.
Yeah, I'll use all 3.
Okay.
Can't take them with you.
There you go. Okay. All right. Now back to our combat maneuver.
Does he also have to make a panic roll?
He should have to make a panic roll. Yes, because witness. Okay. So
Freeze.
yeah, y'all are stuck eye to eye, looking at each other, and then we're back to the Beaujolais. You've got.
Do I get any kind of a turn?
In a second here, yeah. Well, you used yours to jump out of the way of Davis and all that, and so
is that my action?
That was. When Davis leveled the weapon at you, you did your deal to say, "Hey, I'm jumping out of the way," and then he basically freaks out.
Okay,
and,
I get it.
Yeah, for a second here. Now we've got Beaujolais. I'm not sure how you say that name, but however you'd like to say it. You've got yourself in a pickle. You're trying to get on the ship, and there's a deranged, short, small woman down there blasting shells up the junction at y'all. Now you still have
get along.
Y'all still have ability to move around the ship. You just can't go down.
What is this crazy woman doing? Alright, well, we're on deck A, right?
That's
My
right.
crew is.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I am going to assume, given our role in society, that we have methods to try to access Mother. So that is what I am going to try to do now. So I'm going to go right about here.
You can move
I
there.
go into...
The
I move
room's
there.
locked.
Alright. I'm going to try to pick the lock.
You have to have an access card.
Do I have anything where I can, like, forge or something?
You wouldn't have that deal. What you would probably do is yell at your mechanic, who might have some tools to basically. Now that he's carrying I think he's got an incinerator. I think he's got a flamethrower. But
all right, I'll call for him.
Yeah.
Hey, Mickey, come over here.
Hey, Mickey.
Oh no! Don't go there, folks.
Mickey,
Don't go there.
Fine.
Yes.
I've unlocked. All right, get over here. I need you.
What do you want? And now Mickey is only. How long did we say? How old was Mickey?
Small child, like 12, right?
Mickey's only 12 years old. What's up, boss?
All right, I need access to this, and I need you to get it for me. So let's make that happen.
I'm gonna need a blowtorch. I'm gonna have to cut through the metal and all. It's gonna take some time.
You can do it.
I know. Well, Well, keep those some bitches from shooting me.
Would I let them shoot you, Mickey? No.
I hope not.
I've never let anyone shoot at you. All right.
Look at the scar on my butt. And so
that was friendly fire.
Mickey goes running back up through the airlock and back into your ship to go get some tools. He didn't bring the cutting torch. Actually, he left it up. And actually, he's got it. He left it up in the docking mechanism. So he rummages around and he begins to. He says, "Okay, go buy me some time. It's going to take it's going to take an hour or so to cut through this. So make sure no one comes up on me." Okay.
We got you.
All right, and your pilot. This is not what we counted on, boss.
Look.
How are we going to make any money? We don't get stuff off this ship and them shooting at us.
We just need to disable this ship. Because right now it's hurling towards Earth and we're not going to get paid for that either. So.
I hear you. Why the hell are you going to do that?
We're going to try to get into Mother and we're going to try to see if we can figure this out. But
we got to get down to the bridge. Get me to the bridge, boss.
They're shooting at us down there.
When's that ever stopped you, boss? You're not afraid of no bullets. You've always said that. They tickle. They're nothing but tickles. They're ticklers.
Look, I don't want
over
to
there
get
going,
shot on this run.
You're mercenary. I'm gonna kill you. She just blasting. You know, bullets are ping, 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 ping. You got two women.
They only have so many bullets.
At each other
okay?
with them.
Let them just start shooting, and when the shooting stops, then we can start moving down. But right now, like, they need to tire themselves out a little bit. I'm not walking into
two women with weapons shooting at each other like they're ever going to get tired of it. Yelling profane language that is unsuitable for our PG-13 rating we have here. So,
look, they're going to run out eventually. I know we're going to run out eventually, but I have a feeling they've been on this ship. Whatever the shit is happening on this ship.
All right.
They probably used a few bullets already. So, I think we're good staying up here for... Let's give them like 5 minutes. See if they're still shooting in 5 minutes, and we'll go down.
Yeah, Pinion makes a maneuver around, and she goes, "I've got him covered. Go see what the hell else is you can find, Cap. There ain't nobody coming up this juncture. I got him covered. He'll be done with this within the hour. I promise." Bitch! And she just brings up, you know.
All right, hey, Bean, come with me. And we're just gonna try to make our way just around in this little area to see if we can get anything from any of the chambers or anything like that that's worth salvaging.
Well, yeah, y'all begin to maneuver. So where are you gonna walk?
Just down this way towards Cryo 1.
Well, you can move. You can move. And which way are you going, down the left side or the right side?
To left side. Well, you already put me on the right side.
I don't know. Here. Sorry, you're moving here. I will put you back. You choose. All right. So Bean.
All right.
All right. Yeah. And y'all see damage on the. You know, this ship's taking some. There's some burned, scorch marks. There's scratch marks that you're not sure what the hell's going on. It's when you come here, that in the middle of the hallway over here, some gory mess. Something happened here. It is like something.
What in the hell? Some bad shit went down on this ship. All right. I don't think this is worth the money. I think we just get on our ship and fly away. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Just be aware. This is not good.
All right. So you can head on. You're going to head on down the stairwell. You're going to keep on going down toward the cryo tubes, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Trying to kind of just go down towards the cryo tubes.
Yeah. You're making your way. Not a problem. All right. Now, and y'all, you come around there, and then it's when you know more damage. Now you're seeing blackened walls and the doors in here. And especially as you move toward the cryo tubes, you basically see there's these huge, you know, gash marks on the door that shouldn't be there at all. Just letting you know.
What the hell is Waylon Legini up to? Okay. You know what? There's something loose on the ship. And worse than that idiot with the guns down there.
We got to get something for this. We've wasted all this time and effort, all this money.
I agree. Here, look in here, see if there's any suits or anything we can salvage.
Well, the elevators are there and they don't work. And on the door there, there is you walk over to the elevator and it's slightly open. You can look inside, and inside you see buckshot and dried blood just all over the interior of the elevator.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and Palin runs over here to the other one to check out. And this one, God dang! And she looks and she says, looks like somebody threw an incendiary grenade or two inside this one. Just blew the shit out of this pod. It's destroyed completely. Holy hell, boss. What? We got to find some. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to grab you. What the hell's going on? Let's see what's in the tubes. We need to move in here. Maybe, we need to get down a level. There ain't going to be shit. If we just keep this up, looks like this has been just toast.
Well, someone's obviously alive down there.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah.
Let's start heading down. So we're gonna make our way back up towards the stairwell.
Alright. Yep. Alright. While they're making a stairwell, now we're back to deck C and Davison, the three of y'all. Actually, y'all can, since we're kind of dealing with what's happening here, why don't all of y'all give me initiative rolls so we can kind of play this out in a little bit of turn order. Let me clear out the initiative order table. Let me get those back. And we'll start with, okay, so, who's there? Cham. Give us some initiative. What did you pull? A 2. Okay, so that's 2. Let me, alright, Wilson?
I'm still pulling up the table.
Okay, that's fine.
No.
Did it roll?
One. That's a 1. First. Alright, Davis. Got a raid, Marbanian. What's going on, folks? We're doing aliens. Thank you. What you gonna do, Davis? What'd you pull? A 4? Alrighty. Lauren, give me initiative. Just pull a roll so we can kind of play this out a little bit here. What's happening?
Yeah, hold on.
Hey,
one
Drake.
second.
Yep,
Sorry,
we got face huggers. We got mayhem. We got 2 women with guns firing at each other, yelling obscenities. It's popcorn worthy.
Sorry, I forgot. Where was the initiative roll again? It was
Go to the tables, and
right.
it's an initiative
Tables.
table. Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Boom, boom, boom. Had a few deaths. Good stuff. We've had people turning on each other, stabbing each other in the back, grabbing each other, throwing them in front of gunfire. It's all aliens. All right, Bose. Oh, you gotta. Well, there's already one. Why is it doing?
I don't know.
It shouldn't have pulled the 1. Hit the table. Pull it again. I'm not sure why it's doing
Just
that.
say I'm a 3.
Yeah, I do.
I don't know.
So.
Let's see.
There we go.
Nope.
So.
All right.
That's weird. It's not pulling that. That's a. I'm going to give you the 5 there. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Find out why the table's not rolling right, because that's a regular card table that you pull, and it should only pull those numbers. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay. There we go. So that'll get us right. So then we'll start. Wilson, you're up first with what's happening here now.
Well, Wilson has a misplaced sense of, how good he is with a shotgun now, so he's gonna, and he's gonna take a shot down the hall at return fire.
Good. So no hard feelings.
No hard feelings. No.
You blast. All right.
Do I get to?
That's a success.
Well, it is a success. Okay.
Yeah, with no panic there. It finally goes off. You're feeling emboldened. So, Davis, you have your armor. You've got your suit on, right? And you made 2. Oh, no. So, the shotgun blast. Now, did you have any story points left? Davis? Can't hear you if you're talking.
I think
Sorry
your
about that.
speakers, yeah.
Ooh, do I want to use one? Do I want to?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna use a story point.
Take to absorb one of those.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So that'll take. You will get 2 wounds then.
Oh god, I have to use all of them then. So if I use the rest of my story points, so I had 2. So if I use 2,
2. You'd only take 1 wound then.
all right.
Okay. See a splash of just white goo just explode out of her, Wilson, as a part of your shell, starts your shotgun blast, takes her out. You try to take her out, but she weathers it, but you see you did some damage. What is Davis at? Let me see real quick. All right. What else?
Do I have like a movement at all?
Oh yeah. Yep. No, certainly you do.
Cham, you got this. And move down the hall if I can.
Okay. Yeah, you can move down the hall. You're in that same room, so you could move into the catwalk, other catwalk, which is basically overlooking. The catwalks are, like just like you sound like it overlooks the cargo bays down below. So you could move through there and start running down that other catwalk if that's what you're wanting to do.
Sure.
Okay, so you can move yourself into that catwalk area. Okay. All right, then we're at Cham.
I'm gonna try and take a shot off if I can, and then do my best to scamper away. See how my luck holds.
Oh, there's stress dies just wig. All right, you've got it. Unfortunately.
No, but if I survive panic somehow, those 5 could possibly score something.
Well.
You're taking a page out of Wilson's playbook.
You can't take it anymore. You must flee to a safe place and refuse to leave it. You won't attack anyone, anything attempting to anything dangerous. You're not allowed to make a retreat roll. That's fine. You're not in close combat. If you have an enemy engaged range when you flee, your stress level is decreased by 1. But nobody's in the area. So you so you can drop it. You can drop a stress level, and you and
but all
you run.
those
Positive
die didn't do anything.
No, they didn't. Not on a panic roll. The moment. So your gun. Yeah, you're basically. It's when Wilson leaves your ass hanging. Okay. When you. Oh, I got it. So something here. All right. Second. Then you have a message here. One second. All right.
Huh.
Davis.
So can you remind me again the mechanics of movement?
You can move. You've got a zone, so you're in zone. You basically make your way down the catwalk and through the door into the Junction C area. You could basically make your way all the way down there because you're already in a zone.
Okay.
So yeah, and Wilson's running down the zone tour. You saw him coming down the other catwalk, and then Cham leveled a gun at you and then ran off all of a sudden.
So I'm gonna move into Junction C2, and then I'm going to try and. Is there any way that I can, like, either jam the door or seal it?
You basically just put the locking mechanism on it. It's a lock, but you don't have any tool. You don't have any that you're carrying with you, unless you wanted to try to use your weapon to the gun or the incinerator unit, to try to jam it. But they don't have, they're basically some push button controls with some card keys and all that, and they slide in and out. It's not like a big bulkhead door with the wheel on it, things like that,
Yeah, and since there's no power, you can't do anything with it.
There is minimal power to get the doors open and closed, but there's no, you could try to, on your, since you're in the room, bust the panel to stop the lock from, working and all that, but your options are limited as far as trying to jam the door.
I will go ahead and attempt to bust the panel. Hoping that makes a difference, and I'm just going to straight punch it.
You could do that. Okay, yeah, you just put your hand through, and it just, Okay. Kind of short it out. Now you have no way to open the door on your side.
That's fine. Not needed.
Okay. All right. Bolager, you're up. Lauren.
Your mic's up.
Can't hear you.
Is somebody shot at actively, or?
Oh, you hear gunfire going off, and you hear two females, yelling things that their mothers would not be proud of.
All right. I'm going to talk to Pinion and say, Pinion, look. Can you cover us to get down the stairwell? Is that possible?
She's on that junction. You got a other stairwell over there that you probably can go down.
All right, so I can go down to this stairwell here.
To the south.
Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, I'm gonna go. Then.
Okay. You can move into that. You can move into that stairwell area.
All right, and I'm gonna take Bean with me.
Yeah, Bean's following you. She's right behind you. Yeah. When you walk in there, though, you're going to see where that circle is at and all that. There is a dead body without a head. And
cool.
Yeah, it looks like it's been, and so you get a level of stress.
So it begins.
Yeah, it does. It begins. Yep, and then you can proceed to head down the stairwell to level. You're going down to level B, and all right, and we'll put y'all here. Y'all come down onto this part of the map. All right. And then what?
All right. Then, since the shooty crazy lady is
you hear it coming from the north. You sure do.
Yeah.
But that looks like that's the only way out too.
I'm gonna take a peek in here at the corporate suites and see if there's anything I can get from there, because I figure any information or anything like that can be useful to us.
Okay. First off, so you're going to have to go through the doors to the north. That's the only way to get out of this area.
Oh, okay. I can't get out of. Okay.
Yeah, there's no doors there.
All right.
Yeah. And
okay.
so I need as you hear, obscenities coming from this 4'11" African American woman who is just, she's firing. She's sitting there, and I want to see 1 second. Where is her observation?
She's been through a lot. Let's say she's.
No, just saying if she saw you. So she's not looking at you at the moment.
All right.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to sneak past.
Yeah, you can move on by.
Not past her, but just over there.
You could. Yeah, you move around the corner. Yep, and you begin to head toward. And when you do, you see a female body just blasted all over the corridor right here in this comm unit. Half of her head is detached from her body, and it looks like it is fresh. Not like the one you saw upstairs. This one, like, just recently happened. There's a big pool of blood all over the ground.
What in the hell is going on the ship?
You get to have another point of stress. You're welcome. Boss, are you sure? What the hell have you gotten us into?
Look, let's just get whatever the hell is in this corporate suite, just any notes, anything like that you can find, and get the fuck off of here, because this is not worth it.
All right, so you move toward the door. You're not in there yet, but because y'all moved into that zone. Okay, now we're back to. No, let's see. So read. Let me make sure what my other. Okay, so I've got some issues to deal with my other NPCs here. We wouldn't want to forget about them. So let me go to deck B. All right. All right. Y'all don't know is that they're moving. Would you make me a observation roll, Lauren, please?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Just seeing if you had a success. So no, you will. As y'all are standing there, beginning to look like you're in the corporate suite and stepping over the body, you hear from behind y'all, "Who are you? Where did you come from?" And you see,
Shit.
yeah, this.
It's our sin. We are here to help you.
And you hear behind, "What is it, Ava? Who's there? Who are y'all? Y'all don't need to be here. Do you know what you've just done? Exposed yourself to? Oh my God! Get us off this ship, please."
I am happy
Take
to
me
do
with
that.
you.
I don't know who you are. Who are you?
Yeah, he said, "Take me off this ship. You gotta understand." And this Flynn just basically, "Get me off here, please, please. I can't take it anymore." And he runs to
Oh my God.
Helen, your pilot, and he just basically just grabs her. "Take me with you, please. Get me off here." Ah!
All right, I've got a gun, and I'm gonna point it at her and at him and say, "You need to back up, dude. Take some steps back."
He is, no, I can't take it anymore, please. And Helen's going, "Oh my God, he's squeezing me. It hurts, boss. He's squeezing. Oh my God, I can't breathe."
Fuck's sake. All right, so I'm gonna fire a shot over his shoulder, just kind of a warning shot situation. Not at him, just to see if he'll release her at that point.
What the fuck was that?
That was your warning.
No, that was Reed. What the fuck was that? And you see the Marine. She comes running. She looks her head. She pokes her head outside the door. "What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all got? Oh my, damn it!" And you see her run in through here. She disappears into the armory.
Oh, like, look, we don't want to shoot you. All we're trying to do is figure out what the hell is going on this ship. Who are you?
She come, you hear, and then that's all I did. She comes out and she's basically speed loading shotgun shells into her,
Oh my God.
and she yells, "Ava, Flynn, get out of the way!" And she's standing here. She's holding her ground, watching the door and watching y'all. And she says, "Ava, get Flynn out of there." And Ava tries to grab Flynn, and Flynn has got this death grip on your pilot. And she goes, "It's hurting! Oh my God!" And you hear this kind of, "No!" Flynn just lets out another scream. "I can't take it anymore!" And she just, you see the shirt, his shirt and all the cloth is starting to rip because his arms are just like, pulling so hard and all that. And
So I'm going to shoot him in the head.
you can do a ranged. You can do it. Yeah, that's actually you give yourself a plus 2 there.
All right.
That's a ranged attack, but you can put a +2 modifier. Just put a 2 down there.
How do I do the modifiers?
So down the bottom left-hand corner, you see it says modifier on Fantasy Grounds. Little gray square.
Oh,
down
yeah, I see.
Put a 2 in there.
Okay, I got it.
And then grab your dice for ranged. And
All right. All right.
All right. Well, that's what was that?
Oh, sorry. I clicked something.
Why are you shooting? You're not your turn.
Wilson.
Look at all those Look at what you just wasted. Davis.
Yeah.
Listen, she got a modifier. Should I have gotten a modifier?
She's not shooting at you.
I'm shooting at. All right. Yeah.
She's shooting at Flynn. She got a hit with the raise. Now, would you like to show off, or would you just like to use that as a regular?
I mean, unless showing off could be shooting Flynn and Colonel Shooty Face over there, I think I'll just use it
Yeah. So Flynn.
as a one shot.
Flynn takes the 2. Yeah. So, poor Flynn. He's only got 2 HP, and so you basically just see your bullet just exits out to the back of his head and just opens up, and Ava's sitting right there, and all of a sudden now she looks like a peppermint stick. She's got white and she's got red, and it flows evenly, all over her, and she's just kind of, so as an android, just kind of eyes look back and staring at, now she's covered with red blood, and you just killed the medic. Drops down.
Well, to be fair, I think the medic had gone a little crazy. So
I don't know how. We never know. That's right. All right.
How useful he would have been to us.
Back to the top of the order. Wilson.
I'm just gonna speak into my comm. Cham, good buddy. I'm gonna keep progressing forward. I hope there's no hard feelings. I hope you understand. I know you probably would have taken a bullet for me. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Take a bullet for you.
Oh yeah. It is appreciated. I'm gonna continue.
You can make your way.
Make my way.
You make your way toward the door. Yeah. Well, so what happened? Yeah, you make your way, and you're headed down there, and you begin to fumble. The door's not responding. You push the panel button, and you see. Basically, you're seeing. I'm assuming, Davis, you would sabotage the door, and I'm assuming you're continuing on toward the reactor room, right, Davis?
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
so you basically see Davis's back as she's moving through a door, leaving that area, but you push the buttons and there's bzz, 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 it doesn't work.
Okay.
I sent you a message in Fantasy Grounds there, Alex, earlier. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I listen or hear? I'm not really eager to run into Davis.
You could see through. I might be a little window that you could see her.
Oh, I just
moving.
saw it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna I don't know. I've got my shotgun ready, but I'm just gonna hang tight.
That's fine. You don't
I'm
have to do
hoping.
it.
I'm kind of waiting for Cham.
Sorry.
That
Okay.
is so nice of you.
It is, isn't it? Okay, so you push your turn, and so we're back to Cham. Cham, you're just cold chilling in there for. Let me see.
The last thing that came across Cham's mind was to run away in panic.
Mm-hmm.
And the place he goes to doesn't make him feel any happier. So he's going to leave there.
Okay.
And he's going to head to C1 Junction and try and go up the next level.
Well, as soon as you walk into there, you hear two women yelling at each other, and there's sporadic gunfire going up and down the shaft area. Don't go there, guys. Just let it go. Just let it go. Okay, and it's a war zone above your head. It sounds like, both physically and verbally.
Why is everyone on this ship going crazy?
You can try.
Come my way. I've got cookies and kittens.
You can head up if you want to go up to, but you look down there, because I think this is C. Let me make sure on deck D. I don't think there's a down. Yeah. So down here along the bottom, there's shell casings and bullets that are all kind of littered to the floor because of the bullet fire that's going on up above. This pinion, this missionary, you don't know who it is, but she's fired down, and so there's a ton of stuff just laying all over the ground here.
All right. Jam's just gonna then try and slip back to the other stairwell
Okay.
to go up. He's like, I'm just getting away from.
Okay. Cham's
everyone I try to
moving
trust.
around. And ignoring Wilson's call to you, apparently, too, right? You're not even responding to him. Okay. Okay. All right. We're back to Davis. You're next.
I'm going to keep heading towards the reactor. But because there was talk on the radio of what was encountered in the reactor, I have the incinerator now ready to go.
You've got a shot left in it. You remember?
I'm aware.
Okay, so where do you make your move?
So I'm going to be heading out into the hallway.
You may.
Down.
Move to there. As soon as you come around the corner and get that close to the door, you see that the door has been peeled back like a banana peel. It's not closed anymore.
Okay. Yeah, I figured that was going to happen, so I'm just going
Hey, it's just too easy to assume.
I'm going to stay just at the threshold, and I want to see if I hear anything inside the reactor.
No, you just you don't hear anything. The door's peeled open. You see a couple glowing lights, but it's kind of covered. You definitely, I don't think you had ever seen it before, but there's kind of a yellow-white resin all over the inside area, and it covers all the control panels, and there's filth all over the ground, and looks like the chairs and other kind of furniture has just been ripped up and piled and just destroyed in here.
Okay, so just looking around this corridor, the door into the reactor control has been ripped open. Is there any other signs of damage throughout the whole hallway?
Well, you running through here, you could go searched all the way down the hall, because it's still, there are some lights, but this dark, there's shadows cast everywhere. You can't see toward the other end of the hallway unless you want to run down there.
From the middle to this end, that's the only damage I've seen.
Most all the hallways have had fire damage to them. Any
fresh metal.
You outside the door? No, you can't tell other than the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm just going to peek inside, and does it look like the relay control room is empty?
It looks
except for the resin.
Yeah.
I look up.
You can look up. Yeah, there's nothing there. It's a ceiling.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and.
He's a little paranoid here, Davis. Now, come now. Okay.
So right. That's my one move. So, just moving into the end of the corridor.
Yeah, you're here. You're looking into basically you'd be here looking in the doorway. Kind of what I would think you'd be doing, right?
I'm going to. Is this? I assume that this. Oh, I don't want to be next to a vent. I'm going to stay right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, understood. Okay, you're peeking around, looking at the door. All right. And then we're back to Captain Beaujolais.
Okay.
You've moved to B. Yep.
Yeah, I'm at B, and I'm just shot crazy guy who is trying to strangle my pilot.
Uh-huh.
Not good. And I'm gonna then take a shot at Reed over there.
Okay,
So
that
that's
would be at a
my-
-2 now. Shooting at place, you
All
got
right.
Ava in front of you and your pilot.
Right. Alright. So, well, let me put negative in there.
Yep.
Yeah, it does. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Unbelievable. You and your rolls. Bam, bam.
I'm not too stressed right now. So.
All right. Yep. So what is she? I need to see what is her overkill. You don't run or hide. Yeah. Instead of panicking and use it to your... Okay. All right. She's going to trigger overkill. Yep. I got to make sure I do this right. Get the lovely book, folks, if you haven't gotten it. It is a wonderful illustrated book, and it is chock full of goodness. So you too may kill your players when you're playing Aliens RPG, and not feel bad about it, because I don't. Overkill 74. I get relief. This is my stress relief. Okay. Overkill. You don't run or hide. Yeah, I know that. See, panic roll 104. Okay. Sorry, I looked at the wrong page. Here we go. No stress, but instead lets you replace the effects of a panic roll by the overkill effect. You have any enemies in sight, you immediately attack your enemies, and you won't stop until... Okay.
I don't like the way that sounded.
Yeah, so you pissed her
That
off.
kill.
Okay, yep. And so she's going to take the wounds. She doesn't get the panic roll though. And this is neat. I need to roll 11 or higher. On the panic roll though. So, right? I was going to make sure I did that right. So I can ignore it. 104, right? Let me look sure I read that right and get a little you're triggering her, you immediate roll of 11 or on a panic roll 11 or more. Yeah. So I'm going to take the damage. 1 second. So she gets hit by some bullets, and her panic roll, since she's an NPC, I didn't I had put her on a table a minute. Yeah. You remember that? Beaufort in here. That's funny. All right. Boom. Well, so she's got the issue with rolling that, so she's got a 4. She keeps it together. Okay, so she, the problem is that the NPCs, they don't really stress out. But I can still give them, see, that's, yeah. You know what? She's going to get the overkill anyway.
Oh.
And she basically, yes, on her second here. So, you hit her with it. You see her, step back as the bullets slam into her. And what else do you do? Anything else?
So I'm going to
You can move still.
we can move. Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna tell Bean to grab the synth, and we're gonna get the hell out of here. So we're kidnapping Ava, basically. We're gonna try to. So we're gonna move forward towards
You
her.
want me to run after her toward that asshole?
Look, we get that thing, and we don't have to worry about anything else. Do you know how much money they would pay for a synth from this ship? Like, it's unbelievable.
What's in the corporate suite?
I don't give a fuck what's in the corporate suite. I want off of this ship.
You got the gun, you grab her, boss.
I will cover you. I will cover you. If that crazy woman tries to come at you, I will shoot her. I promise. I can't get out of here without a pilot. I'll cover you.
That's right. So you go get him. I'll cover you.
What do you have? You have a gun or something?
I have she has a 357 Magnum.
All right, yeah, you cover me. All right. Sure. I'm going to try to grab Ava.
All right, well, so you run up there to do that. So you can try to give me a strength roll.
All right.
Oh. You've got to panic. So basically, no success. You're basically grappling with her, and you're not able to grab her. I'm not worried about the panic. It's just basically she's with all her blood, her milk blood, and the real blood. She is like really slippery, and you're having a problem trying to get a hold on her. Okay.
She is real slick.
Yeah, and you see, I'm telling you, bitch, you shoot me, you got the wrong end of this barrel. Ava, get down. And Ava drops to the ground, and you're staring at the business end of a pump action shotgun.
You better shoot her, Bean.
There's a hold on a second. One second. Alrighty. And so Wilson, I just responded to you. Yeah, so she basically, you see her go, and she sticks that gun up, and we'll take our 10-minute intermission right here before I fire the shot.
It's not the Spider-Man kiss.
No.
Oh, no.
Alrighty, let's bring the stream back up. I think we're good. I think we've got sound. At least it shows that I'm talking. So, I'm smarticles. Alright, folks, we are back for the second half of our movie. And things have ramped up. Have they ever? So, what did we leave off? Oh, yes, I've got a fire shotgun. Oh, yes, at our Captain Beaujolais. So, Reed will click off the safety, do her ranged combat. Kapowie! And you take the shotgun gives you, Cap, I forgot, what is it? 3 points of damage. Are y'all not hearing me? Y'all are
That
hearing me.
is all. I gotcha. And that's all I got. Is 3 points of damage. So
You will take them off. Yeah, and there you go. And the critical energy, making sure
the critical injury table.
Well, it rolled for you the panic roll, and then the critical injury. You're winded, so
Okay.
yeah, you're knocked back, and basically you're what's called broken. You're just kind of you're fly back over your pilot. Actually, no, you wouldn't be able to fly because your pilot's there, so y'all get knocked back. Yeah. And she just advances into the hallway as you took the full brunt of the shotgun blast. Now we're back to the top of the order. Wilson.
Oh. Champ's not responding.
No.
I gotta do this on my own. Ugh. We should have paid them more. Alright, I'm gonna pull out my key card and swipe.
You swipe the key card, and all of a sudden, and the door buckles and rocks for a second, and then all of a sudden, it opens up.
No one's in here. Okay, good. I'll move in.
Okay. And the door
do-
to your south is open.
I don't know how.
You can do what
How-
like just what
if
she.
I
You
can
can move
peek
into the room
out.
and look, peek around. You just don't move into the hallway. You can go through the zone. So you're basically looking down, and you can look down the hallway, and you see her looking in the doorway to the reactor room.
I just want to kind of like tuck back into the junction and say
Hide.
a little prayer.
Okay. So
Yeah, hide.
you're okay. All right. Cham.
So I'm now at the stairs. I don't hear the same gunfire going at this one as I did the others.
You move down there.
Okay.
You don't. No, you do not. That's correct. Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try and go up the next level.
Okay. So that puts you at deck B, and you will. Okay. You show up to hear. You hear. As you were going up, you would hear a shotgun blast and a oof, and some tumbling of bodies and all that. And you look out to see Ava is just kind of she's kind of kneeling on. She's picking herself up off the floor because she was told to get the hell out of the way. She dived, and you hear Reed, "You bitch, take my ship. You're going down. Looks like you're going down already."
Does she's saying that to Ava?
No, Reed. You hear Reed yelling at somebody in the hallway.
All right. And can Ava see me, or I just see her?
Right now, you just see her because she's looking down the hallway. She's occupied looking west.
Okay, I'm going to try and slip past her over
Well, she's
to
blocking the hallway. She's right in the doorway. She's just not looking at you.
Right, like, can I get past her, or is she going to stop me?
Well, you don't know. You can
Yeah,
get.
I'm
you
gonna
can
try
move.
that.
You can move into this hallway. You can't go anywhere. You can move through that zone, and that's about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, she.
good
You
enough for
step
me.
over her. Yeah, that's fine. You can step over. She just kind of looks at you as you walk over her. And you see Reed just menace. Reed has no idea you're there. She's just got the shotgun and she's cocking it again, and she's just continuing walking south through the area as you make your way over Ava, I guess, to this door here to go down that hallway is what you're wanting to do.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. That's a movement. Okay, back to Davis.
So, quick question before I decide what I'm going to do, because I have two options in my mind right now. Would
Okay.
I know that there are coolant tanks here?
You know something about them? Yes. You know the general layout of the ship because y'all were given maps when y'all first were ordered to get to the ship.
We're gonna go the more dramatic way. I'm gonna go ahead and make my way right into the reactor relay
Mm-hmm. Okay.
room.
Yep. Okay.
Is the door still open to the reactor?
Mm-hmm. And you see junk just piled all in there. Yeah, it's a mess.
Okay. If the door is open, is it considered all one zone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna march straight.
You can move
into
on in there. Yeah, you can move into
Yeah.
there. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so I'm gonna march straight into the reactor. And what is so?
Hold on a second. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Okay. On the wall.
Oh, I have. So, I have two options now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to go to the wall and start pressing some buttons.
Okay, so you start that work right now. We'll do that in a second here. All right. Who's next? That was Davis. So we're back to Balaji and Bean. So your pilot grabs you and she drags you into the corporate suite as she's trying to administer and, help you. She got a success. All right. So she's able to stabilize that and gives and so with the med kit she gives you a point of health back.
Oh, man. All right. While we're in here, let's see if there's anything we can grab. And so we're gonna look around in the corporate office we're in and see if there's anything.
Okay. Y'all, if I'm wrong, well, you're basically just kind of covering the door because you're kind of broken. You're giving you some life, but you're really, you're in dire strait here from taking that shotgun blast. And she's fumbling around and she's searching through some stuff. And in this back little nook area, she finds a wall safe. And she's like, "Oh, we got it. We need the tech's name. What's the boy's name?
Mickey.
We need Mickey. He might be able to break the lock, but there's a wall safe here.
All right. Well, we can't bring Mickey down into this shit until we get it cleared. I'm not putting Mickey in danger. Is there anything else?
No. She steps into a closet area here, and it looks just like it's a walk-in closet.
All right.
She pushes the buttons and she pushes around, and all of a sudden she clicks it, and there's another. You hear bzzz, and she goes, "Oh shit, buckets! There's a pod in here."
What do you mean a pod?
An escape pod.
Kidding. How many will fit?
It needs power, but it's there. There's no power.
All right. How many will it hold? Just one?
2 people.
2?
Or 3, possibly.
3 if they're a little 12-year-old child, maybe?
Could be.
All right.
But you need power.
We need power. All right, look. We gotta take out that bitch that shot me. And then we need to get Mickey. Alright, here's what we do. We go up there. I want you to get back on the ship and get ready and wait for us. Alright. I'll take Mickey back down here. See what's in that safe.
How you walking? You're in critical shape.
I can't walk at all.
You can't really. You're broken. Yeah, so you're just gonna take more time.
Okay.
She's pulled you in there. Yeah.
All right, look. Put me in the pod. Go up.
She needs power to make this all happen.
Oh, I can't even open it to get in.
Yeah. It's all dead. Yeah. Yeah. To make anything work, you got to get there's a relay. Apparently, there might be a relay switch you got to throw to turn power on.
But I can't help.
But you don't know that. Yeah. You're basically able to sit there and cover the door. A wounded soldier.
Do we have comms?
Y'all don't have suits on. So in y'all's scenario, which we played out a little bit incorrectly in the last game, this ship actually has a collar mechanism that bonds the 2 ships together. Not like a catwalk area, but there's a sealed off seal. So the ships are basically, that was what, your ship clanged into the Kronos here, and you were able to couple each other, and there was a airtight seal between the 2 ships. So y'all do not have suits on.
Okay, but we don't have any like headsets or anything like that. We can't. There's no way that I can call up to them. All right, look, you got to get up to the top, and that crazy woman's still out there. I shot her, but she's still fighting. Leave me here. And
how would you like me to do that? As soon as I step out in the hallway, she's going to blast me.
But you can shoot it back at her.
Oh, you've lost a cat.
She's
but
been
fine.
shot.
Oh yeah.
She's down to no health. She can't hold out much longer.
Yeah, so you've been stabilized. Yeah, you've been stabilized, but you're going to take. All right, well, fine. She says she basically pulls out her weapon. Damn, I hate this. And she's gonna. Yeah, she will step out and she's going to try to lay down a suppressing fire. She's going to try to fire down the hallway. A little blind here. At if that's what you want her to do, you want her to shoot and run.
Yeah, shoot and run.
But she's gonna have to go. She's gonna have to go back down the hallway and around. She can't.
Yeah, she's gonna have to go down to like the living area and then come back up.
Okay. All right. All right. So she fires down the hallway, but does not hit anything, and is making her way to the doorway. And Reed says, I don't think so, but it's not her turn. So now we're back to Wilson.
Oh, God. I'm just going to be walking down, trembling, down the corridor into the reactor relay.
You come around the corner. When you come into the doorway, you don't see anybody in the room when you first step through there.
In theory, this is where I would be manipulating, redirecting power, right?
You know that, yeah. You know the panel on the north there is where some relays are and all that. And you could take a second. Yeah, you could look to see. If you want to try to stealthily move, you look through the door and you don't see Davis in the initial room area. So if you move on in there, so far you don't see her anywhere. But you know that she was there a minute ago, looking in the room. But she's you don't see her at the moment. So
I think just hiding yet.
Okay. Anything else?
Not unless I can do something to look through. I assume this door is open. So
you might see some shadows moving around in there, but you can't see her.
Okay.
From that angle, unless you wanted to step into the doorway. But from where you're at, you don't see.
I don't think that Wilson would play it that boldly.
That's fine. All right. Yep, perfectly done. Okay. All right. Then we're to Cham.
All right. Since no one's reacting to me,
they are not.
I was just gonna I had a question about my EVA suit. Is it damaged? I've taken some hits.
Yeah, you
Would it be
got holes
worthwhile
in
to
it.
get a new one from the EVA suit room?
You could go in there and look.
Okay, that's where he's headed.
Okay, you may move. Yeah, you walk in there, and you find two red, empty, bulky, red armored EVA suits. Basically, they're kind of they're not spacewalking suits. They're more land topography type. For unstable atmospheres and stuff like that for groundwork. But they look like they're in fairly good condition, other than that they're super old. They're over 75 years old. But you kind of give them a cursory glance and all that, and they look like you could survive for a moment, for a while in the suit if you were to lose compression in this ship and all that.
All right. That's kind of what I'm thinking of. If my other one's taking bullet
Yes, it has.
holes, then I need to switch out and get into a new suit. So that's what I'm going to do with this turn.
All right, you start taking some time. Yeah, you start having to pull yourself out of that suit, and you're, get in. Yeah, so that's what you're doing here in the room. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Davis, you are pushing some buttons. So I need was it a Comtech roll from you? Yep. Please. All right. So you are pushing buttons and you are proceeding down that path. So it does take a little time, a turn of work. So there's a few minutes there. So you are on the right path, you believe. Okay. Anything else?
You're
Thank you,
muted.
muted.
You can't hear you. Yep.
Is that my entire action?
As far the comm roll is basically your action, what to do stuff, and concentrating on what you're doing. You have you're pretty much dialed into making what you think happen. That's how I would think you were playing, unless you want to tell me differently. So
what I would like to do is, if at all possible, I would like to speed this process along with the handy dandy flamethrower that I have.
That would require another action.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and then move. I want to move around.
Well, you're still okay. So you got to. So it takes a turn of work and the roll. So you've got another
panel. Okay.
Yeah, you got to spin. You basically know you're keying in the right stuff. So you've got another round you need to go here before anything else.
It takes 2 rounds.
Yeah, it takes a turn, which turn is several rounds, a moment of time, and all that. So yeah, you're concentrating on putting in the right sequence of information while you're doing that. Okay. Yeah.
Works for me.
Alrighty, and then that puts us back to all right. So the Sotilio crew. So basically, Reed is going to get a blast. So what happens is that let me go to the right map so everybody can see what's happening. Up here. Oh, wrong map. Oh crap! It's on deck. Hold on.
B.
Here's deck B. That's what I thought. I'm like clicking on deck B. Okay. So what happens here is Reed ducks out of the gunfire that Bean puts in the hallway. She takes her shotgun and oh, that's gonna hurt. That's the shit. I think the shotgun shell itself deals 3 damage, and she got 2 raises there. So Bean's lifted up off the ground from the back and flown down the hallway, skittering to a thud as her head hits the door in the doorway here. Dead.
That's not good.
That's what I thought. I told you. Fuck with me, I'ma fuck with you. Now, as you do that, make me a observation roll, Lauren, please.
Okay.
Okay, that's one success. Briefly, after the shotgun, you hear her. She yells out these obscenities, and she's walking down the hallway. You hear from just barely out of the range, just hearing it. You hear more gunfire coming. What sounds like from up above, where Pinion and them are at. She's been quiet, but all of a sudden she lays down a bunch of gunfire, and you hear a blood-curdling scream.
Oh, crap.
Just teasing you with that.
Yeah. Can't really do anything here, but
Cham, you're going to hear the same thing too from your area, but it's much more intense. And you hear, yeah, that. And do I have anything else to add to that? I can't remember if I do. I used to have, oh, where did I put it? This is sadness. Because I know, let's see, I think I got, this sucks. Don't know where I put it. Oh, which one is this one? I don't think this is it. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. You hear some screaming that you've not heard before, Cham, going on up above you with a blast.
Even when I was attacked, it wasn't that sound?
Close to it, yeah. I can't remember, yeah, if you were attacked, but yeah, you hear something similar to that screaming up above in the Junction A room. And you hear, rapid gunfire. And you also hear human screaming. You don't know why, but you just hear it. All right, Beaujolais, you got anything else? Balaji, is that, you just holding your ground, anything?
yeah, I mean, I can't do anything, so I'll try to get kind of close.
You're crawling in the doorway down now. You're there in the doorway. I thought you can move away from it, or you can crawl. You've got some crawling maneuver. You just can't run or move on. But now, if you think you have ability to want to stick your head out that doorway and blast, you are free to do so.
No, I'm gonna just stay. I'm gonna get close to the pod, and then just have my gun up, ready to shoot anyone who comes.
You can move and kind of get yourself in that area. That's perfectly legit. All righty. Back to Wilson.
All right. I don't like this.
Would you
move forward?
Okay. All right. You move forward. Make me an observation roll. Yep. Actually, you get a bonus in here, but that's good enough. That's all. I just wanted to see the observation. So basically, two things happen, Wilson. You see movement to the north side there, as you see, looks Davis at a comm panel or some type of panel, opened up, pushing some buttons, and you hear a behind you. A large growl roar behind you. Which way do you want to, which way you want to look?
I know better than to turn around and look, because as soon as I look, that's when it attacks.
I'm just stating. You see Davis. Her back's to you. She's punching on she's punching on a panel. You can make me a Comtech roll.
Okay.
All right, yeah. So it's the success is what I'm looking for. You also remember that Davis is punching up the self-destruct panel for the reactor.
Fucking shit!
And you hear this guttural scream roar from behind you.
I'd like to move into the room.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I've got two different things I gotta deal with.
You get to deal with one of them.
Cham, I'm thinking Cham. I gotta help him survive this. So I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna take a shot at Davis.
Okay. Fire away.
Go team.
It's a hit.
Success.
The success. But Davis has a suit on. And I believe you've used all your, Davis, I can't hear you if you're talking. You have used all your story points, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. I thought he had. So, but you still have your suit on, and you can still roll your protection from that. You absorb the shots. And just out of the corner of Wilson's eyes, he looks, he has to peek. He's got to know what it is that he heard roar. And stepping through the doorway is the abomination. Just happened to want to come home. You guys are in its house. I don't make the rules up. Cham.
Am I suited up yet?
You're taking a whole turn. It takes a turn to do that. You're basically taking a turn to get out of your suit, then you're going to be getting this other one. So you're in the middle of getting dressed in the new one when you're hearing this disaster. You're hearing something going on above you that you have, God knows what the hell's going on.
I just put in a workman's day, undress, get dressed.
Okay.
When that's over, I'll worry about the next thing.
Okay, so you take this turn to get the other suit on. All right, not a problem.
And I'm hoping that this somehow distresses me in some way. From a stress level 9.
Oh, now don't forget you all have your little tokens that can reduce your stress once.
You can only use it once per
session. So you can use so you use it once. You have an opportunity. There you go. That's all I need to know.
All right.
There you go. So you're concentrating.
Play.
Just get dressed. Just get dressed. Get dressed. Okay, Davis, would you make me an observation roll?
Sure can.
Okay, you hear a crunch behind you as you were working furiously.
Don't care. Continue working until it's done.
And then, as you finish that up, where is it? One moment. I need a... Is it turned on? Where's my... oh, there it goes. Let's start it. Hold on.
The emergency distress system is now activated. The ship will detonate T-10 minutes. The option to override...
My question, though.
Yep.
Do I have an action still for this round?
Mm-hmm. Well, you finish that up, and now you can move. Yeah.
So I only have a movement?
Yeah. So that finished up the roll, the Comtech deal. What are you trying? Yeah. What do you want to try to accomplish? Let me put it that way, because
I'm trying to make this situation worse for everyone. What I would like to do is turn around and then just aim my incinerator directly at the reactor core and just let loose the entire canister to speed the process up.
Okay. The reactor, it is, so you're on the right track. You're not sure that the flamethrower can heat stuff up and it's going to set everything in the room on fire. There's a ton of junk. It looks, you're kind of you're standing next to a big nest area that was there.
My question here, what kind of reactor is this? Is this a water reactor?
No, there's radiation in this room.
Well, what kind of nuclear reactor? Is it a graphite reactor?
Oh, don't you?
Because if it is, I can set it on fire.
Basically it says firing weapons in this room is dangerous, can cause a critical buildup of the engine. Any shot fired with a firearm can cause an issue. So I think the heat could do some stuff, but it would take, you could start the fire here. You're going to need something that's going to need to pierce the reactor core, a weapon of some sort.
I still have a pistol.
Then you can turn and fire that.
Okay. I will do that.
Okay, so for any shot with a firearm here that misses its target, roll a stress roll. A roll of a panic causes critical damage to the reactor relay and triggers the Okay, so you're basically, you can do your ranged combat, yeah, and for any shot in a firearm here, I don't care about the misses, so you're going to roll your stress die. So you don't have roll a stress die.
Nope.
How much? But you're not stressed because you don't deal with stress anymore. Just do your range. Just do a ranged shot.
Now,
+2.
if the pistol has that bonus, do I do it from the actual weapon slot or just the range combat?
It's just range combat. So the bonus of the pistol is it gives you a bonus of what you shoot at, and so you can add that in there for your modifier, and then it has a damage roll to it. So
Okay.
So you just need to make me the range combat roll.
But if I do that, I have to manually add in the modifier?
Yeah, you need to go down there to modifier.
Yeah, at the very
but I'm
bottom.
giving you some extra. I'm giving you more. Yeah, so you need to put a 2
Okay.
in the modifier because you're.
I think if you just double click the bonus, it will.
You can do that. You can do
roll
that
all of
too.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Boom. So now you've put a hole and I turned the warning off right now just so it doesn't overload everybody watching. Oh, I'm not on the right map. I'm sorry, folks. I went to. So the reactor core has been breached. Wilson, you see this too. You hear this and see and you see Davis do this. So Davis, was there anything else? That's pretty much it. So
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So the reactor has been breached, and the mother has told you that the self-destruct mechanism is going to go off in 10 minutes. All right. That's Davis. All right, we're back to the Bolage crew. Well, so Bolage, she comes walking around the corner, hits the doorway, throws the shotgun up in the air, grabs it, and just goes, as she ejects the shell out and is beginning to lower the gun at you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot her
You can.
again.
Yep. You're up first. He goes, it's just
Alright.
you and me, bitch.
It's gonna self-destruct. Don't know what your game is here. Like, we're both gonna die in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, you gotta get. I need another panic roll from you, but it's gonna give you a critical injury because the movement and all that. So give me another roll. Not that bad. We're just adding flavor to the roll here. Yeah.
All right, so I didn't panic, but I'll just do
Twitch.
another rage.
Yeah. Twitch. I need the. There. Okay.
All right, there you go.
And but I need a. Would you give me a critical injury roll?
Oh, okay.
Again. Yep. Basically, you're broken. You're basically starting to fall apart.
Okay, yeah.
I just want to see something more bad happen to you.
No, thank you.
Just rubbing some more,
I just want to kill
salt
her.
in the wound. You're gonna hit her with it, yeah. So, okay, yeah. Broken toes.
I have had my toes break.
Yeah, who knows? With the blast and all that, you get thrown back. Who knows? It's just adding injury to an insult to the injury, and so you blast her, and so she fires back at the same time, at you, and
Unfortunate.
so yeah, Okay, yeah. So she blasts your feet. That's she hits you with knocks you, she shoots your feet off when you hit her because you're gonna give her. She only had. Reed had how many wounds left? Yeah, she only had one left anyway. So you kill her. She flies back too. She stumbles back, hits Clayton's body that's laying there on the floor, and drops on top of it. And their shotgun goes off and hits you. Yeah, takes your feet off. She basically now you don't have feet anymore. She took your toes off. All right, and.
Cool.
Boom. And then all of a sudden you're sitting there and she dies. Boom. All of a sudden you see Ava kind of looking down and looks at you. Ship, destruct. We must leave.
We must leave, Ava. Do you know how to work this pod?
It needs power.
Do you know how to start the power?
What do I look like? Robot? Yes, I go check reactor. He walks off.
Okay, bye, Ava.
Jam! Actually, it's Wilson's turn.
Wilson.
I'm sorry, we don't want to leave out Wilson.
Have I heard any movement from the abomination in the next room?
And it's turned. It's basically turned in and it's walking, just kind of sluffling. You see it moving toward y'all.
What? That device that I had, the scanner thing.
Uh-huh.
When it's on, does it like make noise? Does it make like a shrill? I want to turn it on and like slide it across the room, and then I'm gonna drop down and play dead. I'm gonna slide it on over right by
Davis?
by Davis. Yeah. I've got no good options here, so my best option, I think, is to create something that is going to draw the attention of the thing, and that's what I'm doing.
Make me a survival roll. And we have this too going on in here.
Danger. The emergency destruct system is in.
Oh, yes! Oh no! It slides over there, and this creature just and it moves toward you, Davis.
Okay.
It's moving toward you. Jam.
All right. So I'm suited up now.
You are suited up, sir.
All right. I'm gonna come out of the room and listen at junction door B1.
Okay.
If I hear any more of that gunfire or screaming noise.
Well, you're hearing screaming, and all of a sudden you hear this, ah! And as you step through the doorway, you see some body parts come flying down the stairs, landing in this area. They don't look like they belong to each other. One looks like a little kid, and the other part looks like the bottom half of a woman's. You know, there's two halves.
Huh.
Sorry about the kid, folks.
I failed. R.I.P. Mickey.
Mickey is not so fine.
And Pinion.
I think something blew Mickey's mind.
Oh, that's not right. That's not right.
I didn't do it. I just
Violently ripped apart in pieces. And there, you know, and there's blood. You look up and you see blood dripping over the edge and down the ladder. And
I kind of moved my way then back to the stairwell.
you can move that way. Yeah, that's a big distance. Yeah, you start headed that way.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah. And you hear you know that you hear the whole ship is rocketed with the self-destruct sequence is going on.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you can move. You can get into here, and you start headed toward that stairwell. All right. So then we're to Davis. Hello, Davis.
Hi, how are you doing? All right, so I absolutely do not care about that thing next to me. So now that there is a hole into the actual reactor core, can I jam the barrel nozzle of my incinerator into that hole and then just pull the trigger?
You can pull the trigger, and you set it off. You basically know that you're
Whole canister in one go.
You fire it up and all that. You're not so.
So we have a 10-minute countdown.
Mhm.
I'm assuming that 10-minute countdown is happening because the cooling systems are going offline, so the reactor's heating up.
And
going
you hear the reactor and then you begin to hear some pinging noises and some sensor relays going off in the control room for the radiation level, and that's starting to rise. And you fire on in there to the reactor core and what's going on there, and and you're speeding that process up. But we have an hour left of our gameplay, so I'm going to drag this out a little bit. Because this is a movie, you're killing my plot. So you can unload that in there, and you're speeding up, and you begin to hear the reactors and the noises in the relay control room. All those sensors start going, they basically, you understand that that's bad news that you hear going on in the control room. That, yes, the countdown is probably not is longer than what's going to happen to the reactor. Yes, you've accomplished your goal. You know that you have. Yes.
Cool, that's it.
You just sit back down, just kind of sit back.
I'll just turn or face the thing that's coming at me.
Okay.
I've accomplished my goal. I'm done.
Okay.
I have nothing more to do on this ship.
Oh, this is funny. Okay, not
At
really
least
for the
you
rest.
have feet.
Yeah.
We'll see if I have feet in a few minutes.
Alrighty, so that was Davis. We're back to the Satillo crew. So you're sitting up against the door and you see the pod and all that, and you've got your dead crew members, and you hear Ava just kind of wander off. Balaji.
All right.
You're bleeding out. No feet.
Yeah. I mean, like.
And add insult to the shotgun blast, and so the gunfire and all that. We're going to say it was like a Kennedy bullet. And you, hold on, I'm going to sneeze here because I'm laughing. So, you're looking at all this, and you look around the corner of the back area. The blast from Reed's shotguns blew open the safe that was on the wall over here.
Oh.
Safe on the wall.
Oh.
And you see some money just kind of falls out, this big stash of money. Your payday falls out of the safe. Close to $1 million, you think.
I'm just gonna laugh.
It's just
I'm
laying
gonna start
right at your
laughing.
feet.
Like laughing, and just like bleeding on it. It just, yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's cool. That was the point. Yep. All right.
Cool.
All righty.
Question: is the money where her feet would be, or where they are now?
It's in the court. Yeah, all over. Yeah, yeah. So it just kind of fell out, and then this wind caught. Maybe it magically kind of falls and sprinkles all over her. We're talking movie here. We're talking movie magic. Suspension of disbelief, folks. Okay, work with me. Okay, but her payday, which will announce that from the last session, the thieves actually got to this and got out with the money. Was kind of funny. They were able to, they barely found the money and were able to get out of here. Nobody else survived, but they did, which was kind of funny. That's why I threw that little curveball there, so that she was just so close to getting her payday, and she's lost her crew, and she hears the self-destruct sequence go off, and she just kind of sits back and laughs. What is your... we didn't, that's right, you were NPC. We needed to come up with something, your stress reliever. You just kind of pull it out, and just kind of relax and,
Yeah, I'm just hanging out here now, waiting, the 10 minutes till we self-destruct.
Okay. Well, we're back to Wilson then.
All right. I want to make my way into the reactor.
Okay.
Relay control room.
Okay. I need you're trying to sneak pie the deal. So give me a mobility roll or survival, one or the other. That's fine. You just want the success. I'm not worried about the panic. So you're able. The abomination that you see there is basically stalking. Is standing up and over Davis. You know, doesn't see you at all. Squeeze by, go by.
So, the control panel is here.
Uh-huh.
I know the reactor's like all fucked right now, but maybe there's some way to generate a boost of energy to that escape pod in the corporate suite.
Oh, you can see the relay panel. It's been triggered. It's been triggered off. It just needs to be resequenced. Take me a contact roll, and you could get in there to send power to
now
the corporate.
Before I make this roll, I want to talk to Cham here for a moment. Cham.
Well, Cham. Oh no.
Changed suits.
He changed suits.
I can't hear you.
Oh, there's no way to contact them. Okay.
But
what
would you say to them though, Wilson, if you could?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know that. So I'm calling Cham and I'm saying, Cham, I think it's over for me, buddy. But there might be a chance for you. I'm gonna do my best to get that power to that escape pod. I will split all the money with you. If you have it in your heart, send a little something. Tell my baby girl back home that I love her.
This is so sad.
That is awesome. He got a contact. He got it. Oh my god. He did it.
You don't even know that
Oh no. So, oh my god, Cham. So you have no idea that this send-off from Wilson is taking place. You move into the stairwell room to go. You are at the B level, so you can go up or down.
I came in here to see if I heard the same violent noises from Junction B1.
No, it's kind of quiet up there now. The bodies are, you don't hear anything happening up there.
Okay. And I was going to try and go up that stairwell.
Okay, to deck A. Okay.
Deck A.
1 second. Put you on deck A. So you crawl up the stairs, and basically you will crawl. You get up to the stairwell level, and you're going to see the body that's there from the old crew member. And
right.
The doors are open there, and it sounds eerily quiet.
Okay. And I know that if a ship docked with us, it's going to be from that junction room ahead of me.
That is correct.
And you said those doors are open? Like I can see into that junction room?
You can see into the junction room. You can't see the airlock and all that, but you can see into that area, and you see some body parts laying there.
Okay. But I'm going to try and listen, see if I hear any blathering voices or anything.
You hear nothing. Yeah, well, you make me an observation roll. Let's be fair about it. Make me an observation. Because you've got an issue. Yeah, okay, so I'm not worried about that. Yeah, but you're trying to listen, but you got to remember the Klingon, the self-destruct is just ringing out through the ship.
Yeah.
And it is overbearing. It is louder than hell and annoying as shit.
I'm going to make a move for that other ship.
That's fine. You can move into the hallway right now. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Here.
That's fine. Yep. You start to make that way, and you're also you're making that way, but you also know that you're watching, you're looking,
right.
Yeah. Unless you just want to bonsai it.
I kind of am just ready to run for it.
You can run.
Because I know that something bad is happening up here, and I'm in a hurry.
All right, so you basically you're beginning to run toward that room. So you get that way. Okay, Davis, you're just kind of chilling as this creature basically is looking at you and begins to reach down this big hand and another one comes around, and it's just basically both of them are reaching for your head.
I will go ahead and do I have any ammo left in my pistol?
Pistol, you can shoot. Yeah, you can shoot.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll go ahead and just try and point blank it, and just for the hell of it, I'm not worried about it. So I'll go ahead and try and do that. So just roll the
range combat. Yep. Shooting a pistol. Kapowie. Okay. Got success with a couple of raises there. So the pistol's got, what's its damage? 2?
So that would be
1.
3.
Okay, so 3 points. Okay. It has armor rating. And it takes the armor. There's its armor. 1 second. Armor rating. There we go. So it takes 2 wounds. You get part of it. So you hear one ricochet off, and the other 2 hit it, and you see definitely some blood. Not a bomb. That's derp. Let's put that at 10, but it's got 7 now. Okay.
Cool. That's it.
Yep. And then it reaches, and it basically takes. Oh shit. Oh, here we go. This is gonna hurt. The abomination attacks. Fist strike. The abomination strikes its victim with a powerful punch. Roll for the attack with 10 dice.
Man, a lot.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Damage 1. Bam, with the raise. Gives you 2, basically just punches you right in the face with 2 points of damage.
Okay, and then my suits.
You have a suit.
Damaged already.
Yeah.
So, we'll see if I can pull some
more magic.
Sick tricks. Come on, where is it?
In inventory, all the way down the bottom.
Yeah. Come on.
You take the 2 points of damage.
Okay, so I'm -1.
Okay, well, you just knock off your last point, and you're then going to, all right, you take a critical injury. Only one arm is, you lose one of your arms. You can only use one-handed gear. So you still got your pistol. So
no change.
No change. No change. You just basically.
No change.
Yeah, so basically, there's different injuries now for synthetic. So he basically got some of your servos and your brain matter, and your arm just stopped functioning. Okay.
Cool.
And then we're back to Wilson. You've spun up. You've basically hit some relays, and you hear the creature and gunfire going on in the reactor.
The reactor is there's would be, even if that conflict had ended, there would be no way to repair this.
There is a hole. You now feel radiation burn, and you feel the effects of it because you were in the room, and you see the sensors basically telling you that this whole area has just been fully contaminated. Lethal contamination. Yeah.
There's really no prize to be won to fight here, so I'm gonna leave. I've got 2 things that want to kill me are fighting each other. That's fine.
I'm gonna choose the slow, painful death of radiation.
So
he just basically starts stumbling. You stumble through the into the corridor to the junction way. Feeling sick. Fleeting life as you're starting to picture your home and your family and all those fun things as you slowly make your way to junction way, and you start going. Are you going up? Thinking of trying to make your way up the ladder?
I think I'm gonna go up. Yeah.
That's fine. You start working that way. Okay. So now we're to Cham.
I'm still heading my way
Okay.
to that.
Oh, sorry,
ship.
folks. Yeah, we're on the wrong. I left the map up there. So, Cham, you cut through the room, and you basically make in there, and there's what looks was a bloodbath, because you see what's left of Pinion there. What was left of her rifle, it looks like it's been smashed, and you see what looks to be another body, parts of a body, and a blowtorch that's, maybe it's still burning, and there's a door's been cut open, and then you think you know that you just got to go up and over. You've got an airlock, it's over, so you can get to it and start climbing. Not, it's another upper level, but you can get to it to start heading what you believe is where the other ship is at.
Okay.
You can move that way.
For just a sense of observation, do I see what looks to be any indications that the blood was dragged, like whoever slaughtered these things and created a blood pile, then left the room versus went up the ship exit?
Can't tell.
It's not like blood on the rungs of the airlock. All right,
There's blood
I'm going
everywhere.
up.
There's blood everywhere. You go up, just make the quick jump, and you get up into the airlock, and you come face to face
With the airlock.
sitting there. It's back to you. See it walking and beginning to turn around. This neomorph is in the airlock, and you come up, and you're face to face with it.
Blast it.
There, it's in the combat tracker. You so you have your pulse rifle.
Yeah.
You got your +1, so make sure you got your extra dice. So you grab your range combat and.
All right. Hold on. Gotta get back to that page.
You get a round off, but you got a panic roll too.
Yeah. That's kind of typical.
They're writing you off in chat, Cham, just so you know.
I know. Where?
You can you go ahead and give me that. What'd you do on your? Did you do your panic? I can't. Was that it?
I did.
Okay.
It says flee.
Flee. You can't take it anymore. You just flee to a safe place. So, yeah. Well, so you just basically can drop down the junction or continue down, just like using the you can move 2 zones. So you can move back into this junction room, and then you can continue down one more, or you can go out in a hallway.
I'm gonna go down to B1.
Okay, so you just basically use the sliding mechanism, and yeah, okay. And the creature screams as you hit it, but I believe it's not going to. That was the pulse rifle. Yeah, so you hear your ricochets off. It hits it, but it doesn't affect it, and it screams as it, in anger.
As it continues on its way.
Well, it's coming after you, just so you know.
What?
So,
I get no respect.
You don't. Unfortunately, you pissed it off. Davis?
I'm just gonna go ahead and use my other still remaining good arm and take another shot.
You can. Yep, go right ahead.
And what is he gonna do it? There you go.
Oh, wow. Hit with the raise. So, let me see what I can shake off from the abomination. Armor rating. So, a pistol gets 1 wound, right? So it's 1.
Yeah,
so
it's one
it's going to soak up. It was 1 plus the 2, so it's 3. So it takes 2 more wounds. Okay. Alrighty, you see some damage, but it's still standing. But it's got blood.
I'm chilling.
It's got some. Yeah, it's got some blood pouring out of it, and it reaches down again and strikes at you. Another fist strike. Oh, wow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. It slams into you again. If you will give me a another critical injuries on the yeah, that's fine. You do that, but so you don't soak that. So you need to give me the another critical injuries on synthetics. It's pummeling you.
Come on. Yeah.
Uh-oh. First one. Okay, so both legs are non-functional. You just basically fall to the ground.
Welcome to my world.
The floor is nice. I like it down here.
Yeah,
the trash.
That was his plan. So he's slowly being pummeled to death. Alrighty, and then we've got okay, well guess what, Captain? You're sitting there laughing, and all of a sudden the closet and the panel area, all that starts to fire off, lights start spinning up, and the panel door to the pod goes opens up, and you're looking at a pod that's got lights on it, and it's you know, and you hear some noises and all that, and
it's gonna take you 2 turns to get into it.
Yeah, right. Probably. All right, so I'm gonna kind of gather all the cash I can and just start shoving it in my shirt.
You get a few bills. It's very hard because I
know I'm weak and tired, but I mean, it's $1 million, so I feel like I can grab, a handful of something and get something there. So I'm shoving it in my shirt, and I'm gonna crawl up over the pod and just kind of like drag myself to it.
Yeah, so give me a mobility roll, please, as you're trying to move, and his life is slowly leaving you. This is how we dragged out one of the other discs. Oh, look at that! Look at that! Oh my God!
Wow!
Oh my! Look, with all those successes. So she's she's grabbing cash and she's shoving it in her shirt and her pants, and it's just sticking to her with the blood and all that.
Lots of blood.
Yeah, and she crawls back, and she's just able to just lurch, and she hits the open button, and the door goes opens up, and you see the tubes there, and there's a cryopod that you can start crawling to try to get yourself into, and you see the readouts for the self-destruct's going on too, and the cryopod is in sync, and it has basically got a countdown that it's getting ready to eject itself out of the ship. And you can continue to crawl in there and get yourself. You're not gonna get all the way in the pod, but you're able to get into the damn thing. Let me put it that way.
All right, that's good enough. I'm gonna get over there.
No, there's only escape pod's got some cryo. It actually has 3 cryopods in it. So they were lied to that there might have been more room to them or not. That's so sad. Okay.
That would have changed a lot of calculus for Wilson and I.
It would have. I know. Wilson, you basically just you were going up to deck B.
Yeah.
Who are you? Okay. You make your way up the ladder.
So I'll head up through. I don't know. Is that where I would be able to end up?
Yeah, you come through a couple hallways. Yeah. Yeah. Then you start making your
assuming,
way.
In my mind, Cham, has made it to the escape pod, and that's his. Yeah. My last thought for myself is I remember hearing all that drilling and all that stuff happening up top. I'm gonna go investigate that. Maybe there's my radiation-addled mind right now is like, maybe there's a way to save me up there. So That's
Okay,
real.
so yeah, I mean, so the Kronos crew. So we've got the people are wanting to know who's alive and what's happening here. Cham and Wilson from the original crew, the Montero crew, are alive. Kronos
And
crew.
Davis.
What now?
And Davis.
Davis is still. Yeah, that's true. Davis is still alive. Who ended up being
Not long for this world.
the undercover android synthetic is being pummeled by the abomination down in the reactor. The Kronos crew, they're all dead. Yeah, everybody from the Kronos is dead, and the Satio crew, the pirates, basically. We've got Captain Belage has found herself pulling. Actually, Balaji's a him, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was that right? Yeah. So
Yeah.
he's pulled himself into this spun up cryopod that was hidden by Clayton. It was an executive escape pod that had some cryopods in it. Sorry, I'm saying that all wrong. But the rest of the pods that they searched for, they had all been ejected and were gone. They already knew that on the ship. So this was a surprise. Okay, so Wilson makes his way and is staggering in. Yeah, but as you come into that hallway, Wilson, you see this female body. It was the pilot Bean. She's basically laying face down in the doorway right there with her back. She's got a shotgun blast to the back and all that. She's dead there in front of you as you come around the corner and all that. Cham, you made your way down. You look up and you see the xenomorph is just right behind you. Is got lightning speed as it moves down the hallway with you. So you are in junction B1 and it is coming down the ladder 2, matching your speed. I hate to
Do I
tell
have
you.
a chance to get further away from it and then try and hit it? Or do I have to hit it and then move?
You're gonna get in. Oh, map. Sorry, thanks, guys. You're going to have to position yourself in the room. The zone. It's just so that you know it can cover. Its speed is 2. It can cover your 1 zone to its 2. You'll never be able to outrun it. Just so you know.
I'm not trying to outrun it. I'm just curious what I can get out of this spot.
You could get your spot in the room as it's coming down the ladder to do something with it. Yes, you could get a position on it in there, as it's making its way down the ladder. You jump down, turn around, and fire. That's what you
I
want
was
to
going
do.
to try and do, considering I'm much better at close combat, because that's strength in close combat versus range combat.
Okay.
Just trying to hit it with the rifle versus shooting it.
The rifle's got a 2 damage. A close combat is going to. Basically you get the 1 plus any successes that you would get.
Right, but I'm not having any success, only rolling the 3 plus all my stress dice.
Okay, so it's your decision how you would like to try to combat it. You take this.
So I think his stress is more to the point of all the weapons suck. He's just going to try and smash it with something very angrily.
Go right ahead.
Hey.
You got your Wow, look at all those successes. All right, you give me the panic. How many story points have you got left?
1.
Okay, so you basically are running from it. That's a given already. So so you're not allowed to make. You're retreating because you're in close combat with it now. So all right,
Could I push this?
not with unfortunately with the panic you can't. So but you've got some damage. So you get the 1. You got some successes. So it's got an armor rating. Let me pull it up as you try to beat it. Okay, but its armor rating is shit. That's the wrong armor rating word. I think that changes because y'all shot 1 with fire. Neomorph has got a Okay, 1 second. Boom. All right, let's see what it absorbs. Only one of them. Okay, so you got. Yeah, still gonna. Yeah, all of it is. Yeah. It should be a 10. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. So I'm got here. Let me say that was off because they hit it with fire. So I'm gonna add. Let me do a 4 here. That wasn't enough dice. Not that I'm trying to rob him of it. All right, so it's gonna absorb 2 of the rolls. And
did the mercenaries up top hit it at all?
No, they got it. They got waylaid by it. They weren't expecting it. You know that's not how movies work, champ.
Also, one of them was 12.
Yeah. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 5. It's soaked up 2. Okay, so it's got. Where's its? Hold on, that's not the right hit points for it. Let me get that. All right, so how many to give it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, you hit it. You smash it. You hit it hard, man. Your adrenaline kicks in. No, it's not. Sorry, hold on. I need to give this. Boom. Okay. You hit it good. All right. However,
however,
it gets its shot now. And Neomorph attack. Here it is. Leaping attack. It jumps. Yeah. So you swing at it and it jumps off. You hit it hard and it jumps off at you on top of you from the ladder. And it has 8 base.
On the top rope.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh my god! It totally missed you. 8 dice and I didn't get a single success. Unbelievable. Wow.
Cham will get his coffee.
Cham, yes. I want my coffee. All right. That is wild. Yeah, so it would have been leaping attack. It would have jumped at you, rolled 8 base die. If the attack is successful, the victim is thrown to the ground and must make an immediate panic roll, and the neomorph attacks again while you're down. And it with 10 dice. Oh my god. It whiffed. Wow. Cham is the man. All right, well. All right.
One more round.
Yep, we're back to Davis. As you're slowly having all your servo pumps spitting
That's
out
fine.
fluid.
I still have a functional arm, so
Yep,
from the
you can
floor,
fire
I'm just gonna
again.
keep shooting.
You can. Yes, you may. You got a hit. All right. It's armor rating. It ricochets off. Ting! And horrible roar. The abomination screams in fury. Oh wow. It doesn't even attack you. All humans in short runs must make immediate panic roll. And you just kind of laugh at it. You smirk at it as it just kind of beats. It does like a King Kong. Oh, and stares at you.
I just look at it and go, right back at it.
Okay. Balaji, you're basically in there pulling yourself together, trying your best, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm trying to pull myself to one of those,
Yeah, you're having an issue with all the blood and the paper, the money and all that, and it's just kind of floating. You're, sliding back down and grabbing it again and pulling yourself up and trying to, because you got nothing to stand on. It's a drawn out process, but the countdown continues. Doot, 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 doot. All right, back at the top of the order. We're with Wilson. You're just running down the hallway, I'm assuming, huh, Wills? No, you're muted.
Yes, I'm just continuing to run forward. When I get to the next area, is the door to the corporate suite open?
Yeah, and you not only see Clayton's body there, but you see Reed's, the Space Marine, and is just, she's blasted back through, and they're laying on top of each other. Yes, two people that despised, now dead on top of each other's bodies. And you look, you stop there, you get to that point, and you turn to look to see
Cham?
No, it's not Cham, but you see this other person in this pod, and she's pulling herself in. There's blood everywhere, and you see this money floating all over the place and laying on the ground. It's covered with blood, and this person, has pulled herself.
You're not Cham.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, I'm not Cham. I don't know who the fuck Cham is. All I know is everyone on this ship is a lunatic, and I'm getting the fuck off of it. So there's another pod. I don't give a fuck if you get on. Just let's get out of here.
Well, okay, so Wilson's moved, but then you hear something from the north. And you see Cham. You hear Cham. You hear something. Yeah, you hear a roar, and Cham's yelling, and you hear a alien scream coming from down the hallway. Wilson.
I don't know who Cham is either.
Oh, this is awesome. Yeah, this is just awesome. Okay, so that's Wilson's maneuver. Cham, what are you going to do?
I want to take another shot at it and try and get out the door.
You can attack and move. Yes, you may. Okay?
Okay.
Oh, Cham. Give it to me, Cham.
Ooh. There was absolutely nothing good in that whole roll.
You drop your weapon. You swing so hard, the gun goes flying out of your hands.
I still get into the hallway.
You can move the hallway, and coming right behind you, and Wilson, you see him running, and all of a sudden coming, pulling itself out,
Wilson!
Is this alien creature who then has got his back. Cham's back is running, and this thing lashes out. And let's see, make sure everybody can see what's about to happen here. And another leap. It leaps again through the door and jumps to try to land on Cham. 6, 7, 8 base die. Oh, it got its success this time, Cham. He got 1 and damage 1. So you've got a suit on, so that's just another 2 rating. So can you absorb that attack? So, oh no, Cham, you take
I have a story point. Can I use that?
You can use a story point. Yes, you may. That's your last one,
right.
isn't it?
My last one.
Okay, so you don't take the damage, but this thing, unfortunately, you're thrown to the ground. You must make me a panic roll. Make immediate panic roll.
Are these ever good?
No.
Like the magic one?
No, they're not. You scream out your bloody murder as this thing then just rears up and it just drops on top of you because it gets to make an extra attack. And
Wilson has to do a panic roll.
Yes, Wilson will do one here in a second. Yep. 6, 7, 8,
make
9,
sure that's clear.
10. Oh. Here comes the attack. Oh, wow. And it gives you the attack. The extra attack cannot be blocked, and it does 2 damage. So you've got your suit. So think positive, Cham. Think positive. If
I gotta
not,
get back to my inventory.
he's gonna kill you. Can he block both of them? Here we go, folks. Moment of truth. He blocks one of them. Oh, but he takes the last wound. So give yourself that last wound. Drop you to 0 as it breaks you. And it slices your leg. And your leg artery is cut. And you're bleeding out. One turn. It basically, same thing that's happening to Captain Bellagio. You're basically bleeding out. Its strike severs your leg in the suit. And you're just crawling there on the ground as it's standing over you. And Wilson, you must make me a panic roll as you watch Cham. Wow! Oh my God! You're watching this happen. Alrighty, that's Lil Cham. We're oh man! All right, we're to Davis. We're back to the WWE fight going on down in the reactor room.
You know what? This is taking too long. I'm just going to point my gun back at the reactor and unload the rest at the reactor.
It messed down. So you do that. He attacks you. I'm trying to see if I can end you here. All right, arm pull. Abomination grabs your other arm, pulls it clean off, and uses it as a weapon. Using 6 base die, and it gives you another. So give me another. You basically have lost your other arm. If automatically it automatically triggers injury 54, which is a critical injury of. You're severed. The arm. Well, no shit. It severed your arm. So you've got no arms. The gun finishes firing off, bam, bam, as he rips your arm off, and bullets ricocheting around, and it just starts swatting you with it, like a club, beating you. So so more liquid starts spewing out of you, and we're just going to say probably your vision begins to dim as you see the timer, speeding up, and the reactors, you see it glowing and glowing and glowing. The light is before you, Davis. You never thought you would see the light. And we're to Bellagio. You pull yourself in, and as you're doing that and you flop into the cryopod, we hear this scream out there, and Wilson is standing looking, and he, the door to the pod shuts, and all of a sudden you get ejected out of the ship.
Huh.
Oh. Floating, yes. Moving away. And then the ship, all of a sudden, you all begin to feel very warm inside. And you're just dropped straight down, and the Kronos goes supernova, explodes as Wilson's going, but wait! And
Poor Wilson was so close.
We're so close, and
I'm so happy.
but then yes, but wait. Should I, folks? Because there was one more neomorph on the ship. The little one. Bellagio looks over, and laying in one of the other pods, with legs crossed, just kind of sitting back, is a immature, growing neomorph. And you look at it, and it looks at you and screams. "Ah!" And we cut scene.
Can't wait for the sequel.
I'll just cut its oxygen and it'll be fine.
So, you're supposed to. So, we'll give you. Let me see. Where is the epilogue here? So, there's an epilogue, and
Do androids go to heaven?
you saw the light. Okay,
Are you dreaming?
I'm pretty
of
sure that was
electric
just a
sheep?
sensor malfunction, though.
you never know though.
I mean, it could have been the glow from the reactor.
There you go, Lauren. As the surviving, you
Would she have survived?
you never know,
I
but
lost a lot of blood.
she-
but what's
she-
that?
she's talking to herself, believing that she had. But you're not at the mod. So basically, you can. Yeah, I sent you a PM there, but you're
Okay.
basically the Satillo, so that you're
Okay.
the. Yeah, so you can.
Do you want me
flavor
to read
however
that
you
then?
want to.
Read out loud.
Yeah, however you want to.
Okay. All right. This is Balaji checking in. I'm the only survivor. The rest of the crew is dead. God rest them. Everyone on the Montero is dead. Everyone on the Kronos is dead. There's something on here with me. I need the marshals to blow up this pod. It's the only way. Off Balaji.
And it goes silent with this alien scream as she signs off once more. And that's it. Thank y'all very much. They have completed Act 3 of the game. What'd you think?
I love it.
So
was so much
close
fun.
to getting there, Wilson. You're so close.
Well, so I was hoping there was going to be one more turn because I wanted to have Wilson's choice.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was going to choose friendship. I was going to go
Oh.
towards Cham and go in blasting to.
He says that, but would he have really done that?
Yeah.
He would have
Hey,
jumped in that
Yeah,
pod.
see now it's cheapened because now we don't see it happen.
We'll never know.
I'd like Wilson to remain a mindless corporate drone.
He
The
gave,
last
The only
thing
way I can relate to him.
He gave
because
it
I mean
thought.
that's what I was.
he gave it
I do
thought.
recall
It is,
making eye contact with
Yeah.
Wilson as I was laying there in my own blood.
yeah, the alien looking at him too, and he thought about it, and then he turned to look to see maybe the pod, and the pod gets ejected out, and then he just shit, you know. Well done, folks. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much for letting me run it for Alex, for you and your group. Y'all, I'm sorry we lost. Oh my God.
Maureen.
Maureen,
Yeah.
sorry, Maureen, because I'm sure she would have enjoyed being killed off. So Excel, this is called the Chariots of the Gods. It's a 3-act show in the cinematic mode for Aliens RPG. They have both the cinematic mode and the campaign mode. And the cinematic mode is basically just like, you're seeing it as kind of a movie setup with 3 acts, and there's agendas and things going on that has to be accomplished on each act. They have Hadley's Hope, which I need to read through. I have not run it yet, and it's basically Hadley's Hope was the compound that the aliens group and the Space Marines go to when they get their ass kicked and all that. That compound, that facility, they've written a scenario about what happens before the Space Marines get there. I haven't read it yet, and so I want to see that because I would like to run this. I'm a true fan of this game. There's some things messed up and play off the rules and the panic rules. They need a little tweaking in the rules, in my opinion, but as far as the gameplay, I like it because you've got a lot of RP here, and you've got the panic rolls, things that will drive the character to go do the extra up and above, and what can happen to them. And it may sound like it pigeonholes them a little bit, but it's the stress and the panic and how that plays out. And I think I like the way that the direction of it is. So we're going to be using this more. In my understanding, I was talking to the cast here, is they're talking about that they're going to be releasing a couple other modules to start filling out the game. Plus, I'd like to see what the third party world puts together for this. I know that there already is some in there because I saw one guy's running some stuff at GaryCon, his own campaign or his own scenario for
that's
GaryCon.
cool.
Yeah. So, but it is the stress. I love the way the stress is done, the panic, the attacks. Yes, the neomorphs, the aliens, are badass as can be, and they should be, because this world, it's not a Star Trek, it's not a Star Wars, it's just further along of our history, in our timeline. They don't have laser weapons, they don't, have all that kind of stuff. They do have a ship-to-ship combat in the book, but we're not exploring that. So I'd like to see it, maybe play that out some, how that can be taking place. And then, you still have some alien stuff, but the question is, how can you prolong in a campaign mode knowing that the factors of fighting with each other or fighting the aliens, and how that plays out, because that's really where the stress is at. So I want to see some scenarios that kind of play out and add some other twist to it. I'm looking forward to that.